You go 80 and 82 and it's a major disappointment. That to me is a sign of how far the franchise has come over the years.
It hasn't been an easy year. We seemed really stuck on 500 in the vicinity of it.
80 and 82, and they missed the playoffs first time since 2018.
Tampa Bay Rays announcing they will play next season at
Steinbrenner Field.
Steinbrenner Field.
Can there be bounce backs?
Those guys have bounce back year.
If our goal is to be a championship caliber organization, we got to find a way to get more output out of that position.
Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim has signed a 2-year, $29 million contract.
Pretty exciting. He's a complete baseball player.
According to reports, Tampa Bay Rays will sign catcher Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen, who's going to be their everyday catcher.
Everything that you heard about Danny Jansen was about winning.
And he got it! An immaculate inning right there. 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts. 2-2 struck him out. Taj Bradley with 8 Ks tonight.
Never, ever underestimate the Rays. Rays play the game better than really anybody else.
Now watch it go! Home run! A walk-off for Brandon Lau.
Pitching is too good. Their closer is too good at the end of the game. They will be a playoff team again this year.
Year of Sunburst Invitational. I am Daddy Dimmu, and I'm joined with Scuffy today. We've got an absolute banger loaded up for you. Scuffy, Sunburst Invitational. We're back. We're doing it again.
We're back, year 3, like you said, and what a way to end this great weekend of the first qualifier. 2 returning finalists from last year competing for the first spot here tonight with Frosty and Alex. We have a jam-packed action, a best of 3 with your Tampa Bay Rays versus Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, and it's going to be very exciting to see who comes up top.
Absolutely. Now, both these competitors have 100% been here before. We saw them in the finals last year when we were down in Tampa. We got to meet both of them. We got to watch both of them play in person. And so they definitely know what's up with the Tampa Bay Rays roster. They've been around it before. And now they're going to battle it out again. It should be a banger.
It should. They are veterans to this tournament, right? And
right.
They've been playing for year 3 now. It's just great to, first off, be back and have them competing at this high level once again. And for them too, I'm curious, and we'll talk to them in a little bit. I'm curious on what the experience from last year and what they brought into going to this weekend. I'm curious if that helped them pave the way to get into this qualifier championship and how excited they are to, get back to Tampa. And not only that, the prize pool is now increased. It's the $12K prize pool. And now, Tyler, the winner gets to throw out a first pitch on July 18th between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. How cool is that?
Absolutely cool. Should be very much a ton of fun. Now, for those that are new here and they're like, well, what is the Sunburst Invitational? Maybe you didn't see the other ones or you didn't watch some of the qualifier games coming up. This is a tournament, as Scuffy mentioned, Rays versus Rays. So we're using the Live Series Rays roster. This is not Diamond Dynasty MLB The Show, but Live Series rosters. It's on Legend. Scuffy, back
Yes.
if you're correct.
It's on Legend. It's on Legend.
They're 9 inning games, and it's Rays versus Rays. So it's very different. You're not using, it's not 99s out of the gate. It's not all diamonds. Very, very fun to kind of navigate these teams and go through their rosters, bullpen, stuff like that.
Yeah, you got to remember, since we're not used to Diamond Dynasty, it doesn't go up to 125 attributes. It goes up to 99. And there is some returning players that we know about, the Brandon Lows. We know about the Yandy Diaz. We know about the Johnny DeLuca. I mean, since last finals, we saw Johnny DeLuca be a force in the Sunburst Invitation. And over the weekend, he just did that. And now we have some new names. We have the bullpen has been the strength, I feel like, for over the weekend. We got the Edwin Uceta, we got that Rasmussen, we got Montgomery, we got Clevenger. It shows a lot throughout this weekend and how big the bullpen has played a piece throughout this qualifier one.
Absolutely. It's always fun watching to see which one of these guys, because these are the best of the best on the sticks, which one of these guys will find those players like Johnny DeLuca and stuff like that, that all of a sudden that maybe you hadn't immediately thought of as a player that's viable in the game, but all of a sudden they're having 5 for 5 games. You're going, how is this happening? The lore of these players exploding and going with these guys is always fun. Now, you got to watch a lot of baseball this weekend as we got to this point in the qualifier. And I think we have a bracket here somewhere. Right there. Bang.
Well, there it is.
Any games that stood out to you, Scuffy?
That last one from last night between Cafe and AlexGaKill, extra inning game, back and forth game, probably the best game I've seen in MLB Show 25 so far this year is between Cade and AlexGaKill. Alex was able to overcome it and clinch a spot here tonight, including a perfect grand slam by your favorite catcher, Ben Rorvet. I mean, he hit
Long
a perfect. I mean, he put the nail to the coffin there, and I'm sure we'll see Cafe once again in future qualifiers, and that'll be definitely a story to look out. But Alex clinches the spot there. Frosty, once again, just like he did in the first qualifier from last year, undefeated all the way into qualifier one, and how he clinched the spot all undefeated last year, and he's trying to do the same here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, last year he came in dominant, destroyed everybody all the way up to it, got the first qualifier spot, and then we saw him in the finals there in Tampa when we were down there last year, and he's got a chance to repeat it. It should be fun. Alex also was down there though, and he's no stranger to just dominating on the base path. So we could be in for it's best of 3. We might be seeing game 3.
Yeah, we always want the chaos. That's what we always say here in the Sunburst Invitations. Give us the chaos. We as broadcasters, and I'm sure you viewers at home, you will love to see a game 3. I mean, I know the players don't.
Give me game 3. Give me extra innings. Chaos. We want to see the sweat.
Yes, we do. And we should. I mean, it's just going to be a fun night. It really is. And there is one little difference in these qualifier championships. Last year, you could use any starter pitcher anytime in any game. This year, they had to use a different starter each game. So I'm very curious on how they're going to line up the rotation, how that strategy would go for the winner come game 2 or the loser in game 2, how they attack that when time comes.
Yeah, and it just goes back to what we were talking about, with this not being Diamond Dynasty, stuff like that. You're going to have to really start diving deep into this roster, find out which players you like, even if they're players that typically you wouldn't use right off the rip. You're going to have to create that strategy and stuff like that. In my opinion, it makes this tournament amazing.
Yeah, and you see everything. And it's funny because we'll talk to these two competitors just shortly, but both their lineups should be rather different. If you remember last year, Frosty, his MVP to clinch a spot into the land finale, Richie Palacios came out of nowhere. He was one of the tournament favorites from last year. Palacios went off for Frosty, and he was able to continue that this year. He's actually the cleanup spot for him. I'm not sure if he's going to do that tonight, but throughout the weekend, we have Richie Palacios in the cleanup. That's what makes it kind of cool to see how everything goes for these players and how they strategize. So I can't wait to watch tonight.
Should be fun. I think speaking of Frosty, I believe we're ready to talk to him here shortly. I believe.
And there he is.
And there he is
here. We have Frosty on the line. Well, actually, here live in the flesh. Frosty, first off, congrats for once again clutching a spot in the Qualifier Championship. First question, you were here last year, and you were able to go undefeated, clinch a spot into the live land finale, and now going through that whole process, what did you take from all last year into this year? Was it pretty much the same? Because you're getting the same result. You're here, Qualifier 1, undefeated. You're coming from the winner's bracket, so I'm curious what your thought process was there.
Well, it was a little hard to adjust this year, I think, just because Savale wasn't on the team, and that's like who you face the most. So I think the hitting learning curve was a little bit to get used to. I think I did after like the third or fourth game, but I think a lot of people were having struggles with certain pitchers on certain pitches. So I learned that from the first 4 games, and I just wrote it out, and it's worked so far.
Frosty, as you've been here before, who is that player? We were talking about, these different players having essentially the lore with you guys where all of a sudden they become unsung heroes. Who are those players that pop up that you're like, oh man, on the Rays, this guy and this guy are my favorite kind of players that I can't wait to use?
For sure, Brandon Lau and Richie, 100%. I mean, I think it's like a known thing now that when Brandon Lau comes up, you just expect a run to be on the board, at least a double.
Absolutely.
If you can hold him to a single, it's a win. So
right
now, you had also curious on you had Yandy Diaz in the 7th spot. Is it because you just don't get the results you want, or you want that high contact a little late in the lineup?
Exactly. Yeah, it's the high contact, high clutch late in the order, followed by some people who may not hit lefties as well or with power. So I just want some like a power contact bat late in the order that I can rely on.
With this year being slightly different in terms of pitching, do you have who's that first starter you're going? Like, do you have kind of that starter map laid out? Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah, for sure on Legend. I mean, if it was on Hall of Fame, I'd probably start Littell, but since we're on Legend, I expect Alex to start the same person. I'm probably gonna go Pepio, however you pronounce his last name. Yeah, and
right.
It's just his hits per 9, and he's got a good circle change, hard slider. That shrinks the PCI a little bit, righty. So we're gonna go with.
Awesome. So how cool is it to be back here in the first qualifier once again, winning another chance to go down to Tampa, and now you're playing for anyone that clutches a spot into Tampa gets the prize money. Not only that, you heard before that now, hey, if you win it all, you're going to have to get that arm ready to throw that first pitch.
I haven't thrown a baseball in like a year. Oh my God. If I win, I mean, I might have to do some warm-ups or something.
You have to do some practice on that first pitch. I feel it.
I'm not trying to tear the labrum again. But I mean, it's like I don't feel the pressure as much as I did last year because I've been in the situation, of course, and I know there's 3 more qualifiers, and I think me and Alex are going to be down there anyway. At least, like, we should. I mean, if everything goes well. But yeah, I mean, there's of course a little bit of pressure. There's always pressure, but I do my best off pressure. It's something I've lived with my whole life.
I mean, I've seen the Twitter posts where, you keep playing and you keep winning. I mean, your ranked season record is what now? 100,000,002. So
no, I've lost a lot of games on Goat. Goat is tough. Don't give me too much credit. Goat, that's something else. I can't wait if I get to the land and see what Goat looks like with Rays. Don't give me too much credit.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But Frosty, it's been. We wish you best of luck in this best of 3 series against Alex, and go have some fun tonight.
Hey, thank you guys. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Anytime. And there we have it. There's Frosty ready to go. I love that he brought up Richie Palacios up there.
Right.
And he also brought up how he had adjusted hitting a little bit more so from last year to this year. And you mentioned he's one of the top player, if not the top player in this community. So you see from game to game, it's a little bit different. So we'll see how that reflects here in the best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of goes with the whole, even the hype video we had coming into this, where it was talking about how the Rays made some changes. They went out and got some guys, changed some stuff up. So with this Rays team being different, you're not seeing the same stuff that perhaps we were seeing in the last tournament. Very interesting to see that, he was having to kind of get used to some of these other guys. And we're going to talk to Alex here in a little bit. And we're going to be able to see if he also had to get used to some of these new guys.
All right, let's bring Alex in. Remember, Alex was also a finalist from last year. He actually got to the finals. He faced Go RP in the finals. But first off, Alex, welcome on back to the Sunburst Invitational. And once again, you're here competing for another spot to the live land finale. How's everything feeling on your side?
You know, got off work. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Just ready. All right. So we were talking about how this year is going to be, you know, different with the pitching. And we were just talking to Frosty, and I was asking him about his starting pitching. He's going Pepio. Are you going Pepio as well?
I'm going Ryan as well. Yeah, first game.
Okay, so he was right there.
Do it. Yeah, because I was a home team, and I was like going to be. I think the best starter is Littell, so I was saving him for second game. So yeah,
gotcha.
I mean that's why I'm going with Ryan first game. Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, how does it feel to go through what you did last night? I mean, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast between you and Cafe, that was one of the best games that we saw this year. Being under that pressure and being down that late, and you take that experience already from just, I mean, last night into here, how does the momentum feel like it carries over, or is today a new day?
I feel like it does. Honestly, yesterday, like that first game I played against Cafe, you know, I felt like I was hitting like pretty good. So I was like, okay, I'm for sure gonna see him again, right? And I did, and I kept hitting, you know, pretty good. And today I feel the same, if not better. So honestly, I had more sleep today than I did yesterday. So I feel even better today. So yeah.
Alex, I asked Frosty this question too, so I want to ask you. You know, like we were talking about how with the Rays roster, you know, you're finding some different players, building that lore, if you will, with these different players for you. Who are those 1 and 2 kind of players that just, when you see them, you're like, oh man, this is my favorite swing. This is my favorite guy. Who are those guys that jump out for you?
For me, I mean, it'd be kind of dumb for me not to say Brandon Lau. I mean, he's like the best hitter easily. The second one would be Josh, because Josh Lowe is really, really good, especially versus a righty. I feel like super comfortable facing a righty with him. And even like an honorable mention too is like Yandy, because Yandy kind of sets the game, I feel like, because he's the leadoff hitter for me at least. So like I got to get him on base, you know, to bring him in with B-Lau. So yeah, for sure, like 1 and 2 are Brandon Lau and Josh Lowe for sure.
Awesome. So how cool does it feel like you are one series away to go back to Tampa and relive that pretty much experience once again to go to live with them finale?
It feels really good. Honestly, I really want to go back again because it was like really, really fun. So, you know, there's obviously like a little bit of nerves. I mean, I'm sure even Frosty has some too.
That's natural.
It's natural, yeah. But I mean, I think I'm good. I'm ready to go. So yeah, hope for the best here.
Tower, awesome. I think he's ready for that blueberry drink.
Hey, that place was magical. That restaurant we went to. Oh man,
dude,
that place.
Oh my god, no, they don't know, but that was amazing.
Shoot, Tampa's got me thinking about that for a year later. All right, that place was awesome.
But Alex, we wish you nothing but the best luck between you and Frosty. It's gonna be a fun night watching you guys compete once again, and it should be a fun night. So go enjoy it.
Appreciate it, guys. Yep, let's go.
Best of luck. Scuffy, we got 2 big competitors. Ready. It's going to be fun. And I'm telling you, I can feel it. We're getting a game 3. It's happening.
To get this matchup for the first qualifier, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better right here. It's 2 top players going at it. They played against each other. They've been in the same scenario before. And now this is like the takeoff for the Sunburst Invitational Year 3. You can't ask for anything more.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, they're both obviously incredibly good players. They both are familiar with each other. They've both been here before. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
It is. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And remember, this is going to be best at 3, all legend, Rays versus Rays. Winner clinches the spot for the live land finale on July 17th. And they were going to be playing for a share of $12,000. Let's strap in and get it ready. I believe we'll have a video shortly, and then we'll get to the first game of the night and let the action take over.
Let's do it.
It's a massive undertaking.
Transforming the stadium from the Yankees.
In just 72 hours.
The race against the clock to get George Steinbrenner Field ready to go.
The transformation you are witnessing right here behind me is an incredible logistical feat.
That the transformation process that's taking place right now has been amazing on the part of the race.
Logos, branding everywhere, advertising, big screen TVs, and more.
And all told, over 3,000 separate pieces of art will be installed by Friday.
And that turn right there in Del Mabry to see Shane and Taj, those pictures, it's pretty spectacular.
Welcome to George M. Steinbrenner Field, home of the 2025 Tampa Bay Rays.
Welcome back. Listen, the gamers are still getting everything set up. Scuffy, it's going to be Pepio versus Pepio. And we've heard about the circle change being nasty.
Yes.
I mean, well, did you see a lot of that in the qualifier leading up to this?
Yeah, he has 4 pitches, I believe 4 or 5 pitches. He has a fastball, cutter, slider, circle change. But the circle change has been been effective just throughout this weekend. Not only Pepio, look out for Edwin Uceda's circle change. It's one of the best out pitches that I've seen so far throughout this weekend. And using his 4 pitches, we had, who was it? Yes, I think it was Zazzy, pitch Edwin Uceda for 40 pitches to close out 3 innings of work. And able to be effective with the 40 pitches. That's how good he was yesterday. So you're going to see the bullpen is the strength of this roster right now. You're going to see the Clevengers, you're going to see the Ucedas, Rasmussens, and Montgomery's, Pete Fairbanks, all of them you're going to see here tonight. And it's going to be fun to see how quick they might have a leash on their starters because knowing the strength is there right behind them, or how maybe they'll try to get as much juice out of their starters so then they could play in their late innings and be able to close out games.
Yeah, perhaps we'll see Uceda throw 40-something pitches again in this. You never know. I mean, they're going to have to milk some of these guys.
It's going to be fun to see. But going back to the starters, Pepio, game 1, depending who wins game 2, I'm not sure if there goes Zach Littell. Taj Bradley's still there. He has now a cutter for Taj Bradley. He didn't have that last year. Maybe they'll try him for game 2. Maybe we'll get a bullpen game. Who knows? I mean, they still could use a bullpen game for game 2 if you win a game and hold on to your starter there. It's going to be very interesting to see how game 2 comes with these starters, and we'll find out momentarily.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they manage the starters for game 2, especially like you could go out there and try to shut it down right there, win it, take it home with your best start in terms of Littell, or try to, save him for a possible game 3. It's going to be interesting to see. I believe they're setting up. I think they're getting close to being ready here, Scuffy.
Yeah, they should be close to being ready, and then we'll get to the game once it's ready. Since we're talking about the pitching, let's talk about the hitting as well. We mentioned we have returning names. Brandon Lau, still doing Brandon Lau things.
Yep.
I'm telling you, he was just going off for everyone yesterday. Yandy Diaz having the high clutch coming in scenarios. I'm telling you, Johnny DeLuca in the 9 spot with the 97 speed, setting the table. I mean, we had some players put him in the leadoff spot, and not only that, his fielding too. We see how the new reaction is in MLB Show 25. Having that 97 speed out there in center is crucial. I'm curious on who will be their left fielder. Do they put Morel out there, or they leave Palacios out there? Palacios has better fielding than Morel. It's kind of hesitant to put Morel in the field, but I'm curious on how they set up the lineup there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Do you go with the big bat of Morel, or do you go with the fielding? But also, these guys have mentioned Palacios has a great swing. So they might just say, I'm going straight up Palacios.
They could, and keep Morel on the bench as well.
Yeah.
You also have Curtis Mead off the bench if you have a lefty scenario.
Yeah.
We all remember last year, Tyler.
Yep.
You didn't let me forget.
Yep. No, I didn't.
On the big screen.
While we were waiting for everybody to set up, me and you played on the big stage, and Curtis Mead walked you off. So
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You lost to debut on Legend. That's tough. That's a capital T tough right there. Anyway, long live Curtis Mead. He destroys lefties. You'll probably see him off the bench at some point. It's going to be interesting to see how they manage their bullpens with lefties as well. If you think about, like, we're talking about some of these big hitters, talking about Josh Lowe, talking about Brandon Lau. When are they going to, use that that cannon, if you will, of the lefty to try to neutralize lefty? Are you going to try to risk it, wait till later?
Well, we'll see. But the interesting thing is, you're going to see here on Frostie's screen, he uses Josh Lowe and Brandon Lau as 1-2 spot. I noticed that throughout the weekend. So he stacks his lefties right there from the start, and even have Richie Palacios in the 4 spot. Now, there's only 2 lefties in the bullpen. We have Mason Montgomery. He has 3 pitches, 4-seam, 2 slider, but he does throw high velocity, so he is a little effective there. Clevenger is the best out of 2. So who do you go with first? It really depends on the situation, I feel like. And you could go either or, but it depends. But Tyler, take it away, game 1.
Let's do it. Game 1 here of our best of 3 at the Sunburst Invitational. You got Frosty and Alex battling it out here for that first spot to come on down to Tampa for the finals in July. And we have got Josh Lowe stepping in here to Pepio. Fastball taken for a ball. It's going to be 1-0. We're underway, Scuffy.
We are on the way. Like we mentioned, it's going to be Pepio versus Pepio. I believe Alex is the home team here since he had the higher seed coming into the tournament. And Frosty will be the away team. Yes, it is. Frosty's away team because we have Josh Lowe leading off. So this is Frosty batting right now.
That one's going to be mashed right field. It's gone. Frosty took no time to put himself on the board. It's 1-0 with a Josh Lowe bomb.
I mean, he got in a hitter's count 3-run pitch, and he knew what to do with there. Josh Lowe puts it right over the right field wall and gets an early lead here for Frosty.
And he's got another powerful lefty coming back up. You were just mentioning how he's got lefty. He's jumping on Pepio quick, it seems, or at least trying to. It's 1-0 Frosty, and now Brandon Lau stepping in. MLB The Show legend. Swung on and missed. It's going to be 0-1 here. And the pitch fouled away. Circle change.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they'll attack. But that's a perfect right to Yandy. That's going to be out number 1.
Absolute laser beam. I think Alex will take that every day.
Yep.
Ooh, and then a weak pop up here to first on the next pitch. So bouncing back from the home run nicely. And here comes Richie Palacios.
2 quick outs. You'll take that. But Palacios is his guy. We heard him in the interview at the start of this broadcast. We'll see how he does here tonight with him.
0-1's the count.
Pepio dealing.
Ball, that's in.
Cutter just misses. Terrific eye right there. Wow. 1-1. And that one's going to be lasered foul. 1-2. Palacios, the cleanup hitter. Not entirely, I think, what a lot of people were expecting. But again, it goes back to these guys saying they really like his swing. 1-2 pitch.
Ball in.
Ball. 2-2.
Everything inside right now to Palacios.
Yeah,
except for that pitch, of course.
As you said it, he was like, everything's inside. Let me throw it outside real quick. Don't worry about that. There's another one outside. That one's drilled to center, and it's going to be a routine fly ball, and that'll be the end of the first. So Frosty gets the leadoff bomb, and then Alex bounces back nicely to get the quick 3 outs. It's only 1-0. And I mean, with these guys, this game could be 15-12. These guys both have the insane offensive prowess. We can see an insane game on our hand.
Yeah, you're correct. Because if we could see a football type score, I mean, we kind of saw that last night in a couple games. That's just going to be a fly ball to the left fielder for out number 1. But it's at first, the nerves are going to be there. So they're going to just have to get through the first 3 innings, and then I feel like everything's going to be attacked. Although Frosty started out hot, so who knows where he's at.
Well, and Alex just missed that one. I mean, the swing was just under it. Timing was great. And that one's going to be hit hard on the ground right to the second baseman for the second out there. So Brandon Lau is retired. And here comes a new Tampa Bay Ray addition, Danny Jansen. Takes a first pitch strike there. For catchers this year, they have Danny Jansen and Ben Rortvedt at their disposal, which was different from last year.
We didn't even mention Danny Jansen being one of the new players on this team. There's a purple
And we
right
should
there.
have.
We should have. That was one hindsight that we didn't talk about. But Danny Jansen went off for a lot of players yesterday. I mean, you can't throw inside to him. He has one of those righty swings that you just love in MLB The Show.
Oh, wow. And then the next pitch after the Jansen hit is going to be the final out of the inning. Alex staying aggressive. I mean, he was attacking early in the account to try to, make something happen, but it's still 1-0 Frosty as we go to the second. And speaking of Jansen, here he is. First pitch strike.
0-1's the count.
0-1. Pepio. It's another check swing. It's a strike regardless. 0-2. Fouled away. We'll do 0-2 again. It's going to be interesting to see how much they use that circle change and stuff like that. I'm very interested to see how heavy reliant they are on that, because they've all mentioned that circle change every time we talk to people. 2-2.
Yeah, I'd be very curious on to see how they combat that with the circle change and then the cutter away. There's the cutter away right there. That's going rolled over.
Yep.
But what you're seeing from Frosty a little bit, he's ambushing right early. The ambush, new feature, and MLB The Show 5, give you a little bit. If you guess in that particular zone, your PCI is going to be, what is it, a level difficulty be Hall of Fame, but if you guess wrong, it's going to be
2 levels worse.
GOAT. Yeah, 2 level. Is there worse than GOAT? I mean,
you know what? That's a good question. I don't know how that goes. Here's Christopher Morel. We were talking about him being in the lineup. 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the second. Frosty is your hitter. And that one's going to left field. And it's going to go right to the left fielder. Barely had to move for it for the second out of the inning. And it's interesting because we had talked to, Alex was talking about how he likes Yandy up in the lineup. And then now you've got Yandy in 7-hole for Frosty.
Yeah, and Frosty likes having that depth in the lineup, having someone with the high contact, high clutch. He's going to roll over here for out number 3, but that's why we will see Yandy in the 7th spot here for me.
Just hit right at him, unfortunately. Here comes Junior Caminero for Alex as he tries to get back in. That one's hit well. Left field, it's carrying. At the track, at the wall, it's gone. It's a 388-foot bomb on the first pitch Caminero sees.
Caminero, that was a great swing from Alex. Good. PCI was on it. Caminero pushes over the left field wall. Another new addition to Sunburst Invitational. Yes, he was part of the roster last year, but he wasn't really used. So now, being the starting third baseman, you're going to see a lot of Junior Caminero.
And then right behind him in Alex's lineup, you've got more power and Christopher Morel. Tie game here, 1-1, bottom of the second. Circle change, swung on and missed. Fouled away, 1-2. It's always so interesting watching these incredibly good players in our community with their PCI placement and stuff like that. Like Scuffy, we play the game a lot, obviously, but these guys are on another planet. And watching their PCI placement, their timing on difficulties like this, like Legend, is insane. They're so good at the game.
It makes us envy.
Of
them, but
I wish I had their thumbs.
They are the 1%ers of this game. They have that reaction time, and it's just like I'm not going to say it's just as hard in real life in baseball, but to come like just for video game sports wise, this has to be one of the hardest things to do.
For sure. There is an out right there. And here comes Palacios, the 7-hole hitter for Alex. That one's going to be flown to left field. Right to the left fielder, though, it'll be no problem. It's out number 2. He was just under that. And it's crazy. Look at the PCI feedback here. So, look how tiny that PCI is right there. Just under it. And that one's going to be flown out to center. That'll be the end of the inning. So, Alex does answer and gets it to, answers to make it 1-1 as we head to the top of the third. Johnny DeLuca, your guy.
GOAT kind of put him on the map last year. He walked it off Frosty in the semifinals. And then it was just been a Johnny DeLuca show. He's going to line drive to center field here, but a lot of players throughout this weekend were like 3 for 4, 4 for 4.
He's got a good swing. He's got that MLB The Show swing.
He has 40-ish power against righties and lefties. It's kind of insane. But we got to remember, we are playing at Laughing Mountain, which has a higher elevation. We couldn't do George Steinbrenner Field just due to a particular glitch currently in the game. Hopefully that's going to be fixed before the next Qualifier champion. So we'll have that little elevation here. Remember, Laughing Mountain's around 3K. There's the second out of the inning right there.
And he barreled that too. I mean, he got the bat all on that. And this could be another out here. Dive not able to corral it. And this will be a double for Frosty. So with 2 outs, little threat here. And Alex is going to have to tiptoe out of danger. He's got Brandon Lau to do it with too. Oh, no.
This is where stacking your lefties is so big for Frosty. Josh O continues it in, gets a 2-out double, second extra base hit.
He's going to walk
with the base open. That's smart.
I mean, that's what you got to do.
If you come out of it, it's smart. No way. He's pitching right away.
Caminero might be leaving.
This is quite early.
Wow.
So
okay. Caminero took him deep in the last inning. And when he comes up in a clutch spot here, he goes, no, thank you. It's Jonathan Aranda. Interesting. Let's see if this pays off.
Yeah, 62 power, 43 clutch.
Oh, that's in.
Taken inside. It's 1-1. It's the pitch. Fouled away. We'll do 1-2. 73 speed is second. So you got to think any kind of base hit here is a run. Oh, wow. What a pitch. Got the ugly check swing, and he's going to get out of danger, Scuffy.
That's a big out right there for Alex. Not only that, Frosty's going to have to use someone else at third right now, I believe. And that's 2 players off his bench, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Or no, Aranda could play third?
I guess he could play third.
Could play third. That's my fault. Should have known better.
Man, what a pitch from Alex. So we go to the bottom of the third here. It's 1-1. Caballero. We got 9-1 and 2 coming up. Cutter outside. 1-2. And, we've been talking about the Johnny DeLucas. We've been talking about Brandon Lau, Josh Lowe, all these good swings. Cabby has an insanely awesome swing in this game, as he's going to pop the catcher here, and I've totally just ruined all of his mojo. That's my bad. Yep.
Don't worry.
Yep.
I'll do the same eventually later, but I agree. Cabby does have a great swing. He can set the table. He can roll over the lineup. It's a good spot to have him in the 9th spot if it's not Johnny DeLuca.
And then staying aggressive is Alex. That one's going to be flown out to right field. Swing at the first pitch. It's always interesting to see kind of how these approaches for these guys are. That's a great swing. Put the bat on it. Got the good timing, everything. But do they take pitches? Do they try to work it? Some of these guys are like, heck, I'm good. I can place that PCI. I'm just swinging.
Yeah. Alex, I always think he has probably the best PCI placement in the community. One of them. You could say that for any of these guys that are playing tonight, but we saw that last year. That's how he got here. He put up high numbers across the board to qualify for the land finale last year.
Well, and Brandon Lau will take a walk here, so he also has a great eye. So with 2 outs is Danny Jansen, who had a base hit for Alex in his first go-around. Runner on first.
Nope. Ball 1.
Slider outside, 1-1. That one's going to be fouled away. You're going to see a lot of tunneling, Scuffy. A lot of that slider, the changeup.
That's ball 2.
Low and away, the fastball.
Yep.
Different
circle
looks.
change, everything.
Yep.
So when we were talking about tunneling, we're talking about one specific kind of location. It could be higher or low, but right now he's doing everything outside. He could mix the pitches, mix velocity with the cutter, with the slider, circle change, and then fastball. We saw that a lot with Taj Bradley last year in the Sunburst Invitational. Pepio could do just the same.
That one's smashed foul. We'll do 3-2 again. Another foul ball. He's hitting some laser beams, some warning shots, if you will. 3-2.
That's ball 4.
And he'll miss outside. So Danny Jansen walks. And now Frosty's in a little bit of a pickle. He's got Josh Lowe coming up. And he's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. And the great PCI placement of Alex. So
that's outside.
Could be trouble. 2-0 quickly.
Well, 2 great takes right there.
And a perfect from Josh Lowe. High and deep to center field. It's carrying. It's gone. It's a bomb to direct center. And Alex takes the lead.
The 2 pitches beforehand set the table for that pitch right there. Working the count 2-0. Getters and a hitter's count. Got the fastball pretty much right down Broadway. He knew what to do with it. And he sent it 400, more than 400 feet there, dead center.
Absolute missile. And now Alex has a commanding 4-1 lead. Again, with these guys, though, it's not like ranked seasons where, you go up 3 and then your opponent quits, okay? These guys 100% know that they can get 4 runs just like that.
Nope.
I mean, we saw just from last night, just from throughout the weekend, there was a lot of big leads and then a lot of big comebacks. With that said, and this game's nowhere near over.
1-1 here, as after the home run, Alex was able to get a single up the middle. Runner on first, 2 outs.
Ball.
Takes a cutter inside, 2-2. Christopher Morel and all that power. In the box, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. It's 3-2. Full count. Is he going to send the runner? He is. And that's a perfect as well. A laser to center. It's carrying. And it's not caught. It's going to get down past the center fielder. And we've got an RBI double for Morel.
That's one of the surprising balls that goes over Johnny Delic, but it was ropes by Alex there, and great 2-out hitting once again.
5-1 now here in the bottom of the third.
Ball.
And you got to wonder, how long do you let Pepio keep going? It looks like we might be getting... Well, I saw the pause. I thought maybe we were going to get a change here, but...
Outside.
With 5 runs, I still keep him in. I know that sounds crazy. You want to try to at least get 3 to 4 from your starter here. Maybe you go one more inning, especially with 2 outs, but you need this out right here, especially with scoring position for Alex. You need this out.
Ball 4.
Wow, what a take. That's going to be a huge walk for Alex. The eye, man. He's got a great eye.
And there, yep.
Great PCI placement. He's doing fantastic.
But like you said, how long do you give him? That was the bat. Not getting it out there probably made him get it out. And now we have Curtis Smead signing here, Tyler.
Curtis Smead versus a lefty. That's what I like to see. All right, first pitch inside is missed, and it's a 1-0. Missing inside 1-0. And that one's going to be smacked down the line. It's fair, and that's going to be a run.
And look at that. Curtis Smead comes up and makes an impact right from the start.
The dude hits lefties.
Ball. That's inside.
If you're Alex right now, you're looking for more. You just want to get
you're
more
trying
and
to
more.
pour it on.
Yep.
Up the middle. He's going to continue. That is going to be a base hit up the middle from Caballero. And the top of the lineup is coming up now with 2 outs and bases loaded.
And Yandy Diaz has one of the most clutch on the Rays roster. I believe it's above 85. So he's sitting pretty right here.
First pitch swinging in the left field. It's frozen on my end. I can't see. It's a base hit. It's going to be 2 runs. It's 8-1, and Alex gives a little clippity clap. He's feeling it.
That might have just dropped for him. It might have been the best swing, but it was able to find grass there and tack on more.
8-1. Goodness gracious. I'll tell you. And it feels like this has all been with 2 outs. Am I wrong?
This is, pretty much all of it's been on 2 outs. And how big he's taking pitches here, because you want to get that Clevenger pitch count up. He's the most effective lefty in that bullpen. Yeah, Mason Montgomery, who has basically a fastball slider.
I got 3-2.
So this is huge here for Alex to get this pitch count up for Clevenger.
That's a laser into left center field from Brandon Lau. Lefty. That's another run. It's 9-1. This might be another 24 speed coming home. It's 10-1. for Alex.
Huge lefty swing. Brandon Lau does Brandon Lau things. That's what he does in the Sunburst Invitational. Puts it through the gap, scores another. Tyler, is it time? Do we mention it? Look at the score and look what inning
listen,
we're almost
here's
at.
the thing. Mercies are active.
What do you got?
So if this becomes 11-1 and we end up going through the fourth and nothing changes, there's a mercy. And that ball's driven by Danny Jansen. Left field, deep and gone. It's now 12-1. Alex has unloaded here in this third inning.
What's been the difference is Alex's eye. He's been taking these pitches left and right, and there's nothing you can do. They look very good. They're great pitches location. They're just missing, and he's taking them. He's working the counts, getting a hitter's count, and attacking when he needs to. I believe the last two hits were on the first pitch, and my God, he's putting up a hell of an inning right here.
Good Lord, just keep on going. Josh Lowe, that one's down the line. It's a double. This has all been, I'm like 95% certain this was all with two outs. The walks and then the home run.
He has at least 7 to 8 runs with 2 outs here. I'm not sure if the Josh Lowe 3-run home run was with 2 outs.
I thought it was, but I'm telling you, he is putting on a performance. It's 12-1. I mean, at this point, you're trying to get this extra couple runs in.
This is also going to be interesting here, Tyler. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
good. Go to the top of the fourth. What does he do with the bullpen? Do you bring in the best reliever right away to shut out this game? We'll find out in just a couple seconds. I'm curious.
Well, the other thing is you've been effective with Pepio.
It's only 1 run, but you kind of if you're facing the quality player as you are with Frosty, you know he could put up runs just like he did in the last half of the inning. What do you do here? But it looks like
he's staying Pepio.
What do you got?
Check swing didn't go. And you know the thing, when you're like we're watching this here, you can see the cam for both Alex and for Frosty. You know, both calm, cool, collected. I mean, they're competitors. They know what's up. Frosty is not worried about being down 11. He's able to put the bat on the ball and get his runs as well.
The magic number right here is 2. Just get 2, keep you in the game, know that you're in the game, and then the hits will come because Frosty's too good not to get his hits.
3-2 count here. Alex trying to put it away. He does not want to give him the chance to get these hits. That one's a line drive to right field. That bad boy was barreled. Look how tiny the PCI was. But right at the right fielder.
I missed
for the first out.
Ambush there.
I did not notice if he did.
Okay.
0-1. That one's going to be the left field. It's going to be a routine fly ball. Out number 2 here in the fourth.
Now you got 2 chances to close out this game. I mean, now we got Morel against righties. We'll see here. I mean, if he gets it here, how big of a momentum that will be here for Alex.
Oh, for sure. To come in and dominate the way he just did in game 1. Yeah, pretty special.
That's a ball.
It's got to be a good feeling going into game 2.
Not only that, didn't use any of the bullpen.
None. That one's going to be hit to right field. Is it caught? It is. And that'll be the end of game 1. So some tough luck for Frosty as he barreled up 2 of those 3 outs. Just unfortunately right at somebody. And Alex with a dominating performance here in the third inning. I still am standing by my guns here.
Third inning. I mean, wow.
He just unloaded.
Yeah. And it was just, it was not just the hitting. Well, you know what I mean? Not just the hits that he got, but the takes that he got to get there. That
great
2-0,
eye. He's got a fantastic eye. Great PCI
one that started
placement.
all. The one that started off was Josh Lowe.
Yeah.
He took the 2 very close pitches on the outside corner, and then he got a fastball pretty much right down Broadway, sent it over 400 feet, and then it just he kept on going. And not only that, he went down early. Josh Lowe hit a home run for Frosty. So you're like, okay, maybe, you know, what how am I going to respond here? He gets a run back in the second, and then
he responded. I'll tell you what,
off to the races.
He responded with an ungodly amount of great swings and barrels. So, yeah. I mean, you got to feel good if you're Alex going into game 2.
Oh, hands down. You got 2 games to play with.
You got all that whole thing that you didn't show any of your look sequencing, anything.
I'm very curious. I think we're going to be talking to Alex momentarily just to see, or is that until after game 2? No, that's until after game 2. My apologies.
Here's the other thing, though. Here's something to think about, okay? We've talked about these qualifiers, stuff like that. You know, Frosty obviously won the first qualifier last year. And then this year, he was undefeated to this point. That's his first loss. And it was a big, at Mercy in the 4th inning. It was pretty big.
But we still have to give Frosty his due.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
still a top player in this game. He can easily do the same here in game 2 against Alex. It's going to be a battle to the end. And this is why we love watching the Sunburst Invitational.
Absolutely.
Everyone at home is watching. And remember, if you want to sign up, there's 3 more qualifiers for the Sunburst Invitational. The next one, I believe, is April 24th to the 28th. And then we have one in May and then one in June. So you could, be right here. Come
it's
here
free
on
to
April
join.
28th.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
You get to play with the Rays. It's a good time.
Yeah, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. It's great to be back in the booth here with Tyler, calling this action. But what a game 1. I didn't see that coming.
No.
Did not see that coming.
They were kind of like going at it pretty good for that first, 2 innings where, it was 1-1, had some swings that were outs, whatever. But like, it wasn't like anybody going, oh gosh, barrel out. But then all of a sudden, just Alex unloaded.
Yeah, he just unloaded all right. And he's spit, like I mentioned last night, he had to come from the loser's bracket. Not only that, he had to face quality opponents. He had to face Zaz in the loser bracket. He had to face Cafe once again. Cafe beat him earlier in the day, and then they had one of the best games I've seen on that movie show 25. Back and forth game, extra inning games. It was right up your alley, Tyler, by the way. And just he was able to win that. He kind of took that momentum from last night into tonight, I feel like, and the hitting was just there, and he just unbelievable performance for that game 1.
Absolutely. And so now both these guys, they got to ask different kind of questions here, because we're talking about the different rules with this year where you have to use different starters. Okay. Got to use more of that Rays roster. So if you're Frosty, you got to go Littell, right? You're shutting it down. You got to try to do.
Yeah, you go Littell.
You have to,
you
right?
Go Frosty, you go Littell. Yeah.
And then if you're Alex,
it could go multiple ways.
You could save
I feel
him.
like he said in our interview that he would go Littell no matter what game 2 to try to, close it out, knowing that he's that effective. When we're talking about Zach Littell, his profile, he has the meta pitches, right? The out pitches, like we like to call. He has the sinker, he has the cutter. I believe he also has the swell in the fastball. So yeah, we'll see how effective he will be for game 2 for both these players.
Should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see game 2. I think we should be getting close to it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Alex. I think we'll have an interview real quick. Any chance we could bring up the bracket? I'd like to show what Alex went through to get here. Like I mentioned, he had to bring Zazzy, and then he had to bring JoJo. JoJo's had to play a lot of good components. He had to play Dane DeJourno, Bad Pack Luck, Ryan, and then he was just going on a run, and then had to face Alex as well. They had a great game as well, but just the competitors throughout this whole bracket right here, it was top notch. Very curious to see how it goes for next one, but yeah, Alex had to make his way there, and Frosty, same thing, man. Frosty had to go through. He had to go through Cafe. He had to go through Ryan. He had to walk it off against Ryan. That was another fantastic, low-scoring type of game, Tyler, against Ryan. But he had to walk it off in the last inning, and then face Zazzy and then Darius as well.
Yeah, it's always crazy looking at these leaderboards. There's so many good players here that are just insanely talented on the sticks. Looking at these names here. And Frosty, also very talented. Gonna have to battle it back here, though. See if he can get us a win in game 2 and force some chaos balls in game 3. Maybe some extra innings. I'm down for it, Scuffy. Are you down?
I'm always down. I want it all. I want it all. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, now remember, this is best at 3. Now with the new different rule, of course, with the Sunburst Invitational, we just mentioned before, you have to use a different starting pitcher each time around. This time Frosty will be home. Alex will be away. with Alex having being home in the first game. So we'll see how that plays out for Frosty's side, having that, that hammer, so to say, having that last licks for game number 2, which is big, especially if you're back against Walt. This is a do or die game for Frosty. Being home will help him in that scenario.
Yep. And this is just qualifier 1, Scuffy.
I know. And people are already asking for the pen in the chat here, Tyler.
Listen, I made sure I did not have a clicky pen anywhere near me today. I already sound I've been under the weather the past
Doc
week.
will be ready.
I have made sure there's not a clicky pen.
He will be
anywhere
so
near
ready.
me. I've got a pen that doesn't click specifically for this. So I won't be clicking in your ear this time. Now, when the finals come, I'm going to be clicking away, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Remember, there's 3 more qualifiers, one in late April, 24th to 28th, one in May, and then in June. So you can sign up right now. I believe Exploit Sport Raise Gaming, or I might be wrong there. There was Yuki, if you're in chat, can you drop the link for us? I forgot which command. My apologies.
Yeah,
but
sign up today. I mean,
to...
super fun tournament. It's free to join, right? You have nothing to lose. And I mean, hey, worst case scenario, you're like, oh, I'm kind of good. And you find your way into a $12,000 prize pool. Sounds kind of cool to me.
It's exclamation point play. Sorry, there we go. Exclamation point play is to get the bracket if you're in the Raise Gaming channel. I know we're sharing throughout all broadcasts between Tyler, Alex, and Frosty. If you want to root them on, head over there as well. So it might be different commands throughout each channel, but exclamation point play for the Raise Gaming channel to get the to qualify. Wow, to register for qualifier number 2. Sorry there.
Hey, this is our first qualifier. We're allowed to be rusty. we got plenty of this to go. Okay, they're stuck with us.
Right.
I think we are ready to talk to Alex after that big win. Alex, what the heck? What a win!
Yep, you're on.
Can you hear us?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Alex, what a win!
Yeah, what
that
a
was
win!
Insane.
I know. I don't even know. It might be the energy drink. I have no idea. But I was locked in.
Oh, taking the cafe route.
That's what it was, man. It was the ghost. All right, you already know, baby.
Let me ask you. So you went down early, right from the start. 1-0. Josh Lowe hits a home run. Did it take a little bit to settle down once you got that home run in the second to tie it up? To start feeling okay, we're back at it. Let me lock in here.
Yeah. After that low home run, I was like, okay, yeah, here we go. And then, sure enough, like I was locked in. I was seeing like almost as soon as the ball was thrown, like where it was gonna end up in. So I was locked in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest key. It was you were taking these pitchers were just right out the strike zone that set up the hitting count, including we were mentioned the Josh Lowe 3-run home run kind of was the table setter for that third 11-run inning. Is you took the first 2 pitches, then you got a fastball to hit, and you went right dead center with it.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, Josh Lowe, he's like the he's number 4 hitter for me. He's like my second favorite. So as soon as he gets going, it's like the whole bottom part of the lineup is just keeps hitting really like right after him. So I mean, yeah, he's really good, really good.
I mean, all that damage you did in that third inning, I'm almost positive it all was with 2 outs. If not 95% of it was with 2 outs. You just started barreling.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of insanely impressive. All right. It was nuts. It was just crazy. But I mean, were you just sitting there? You're taking these pitches. You've got a great eye. You got great PCI placement. Were you just going, give me one more run, give me one more run, just keep chipping, adding to this huge total? Or were you going, this is going to be a big inning, I can feel it?
It was a mixture of both. Yeah. Honestly, I wanted, in my head, I was like, I'm going to score like at least 20 here. I wanted to mercy in the next inning. So like, I was trying to get as many runs as I could. And I mean, I'm sure everybody can notice, like I was basically sniffing like every pixel on my screen. So, I mean, I was, I just wanted to get as many runs as I could. And yeah, it was amazing.
Before we let you go, was there any thought, knowing that you were in mercy territory, taking out Pepio to go with, say, a bullpen piece that has the big strength? from the Rays roster?
I was thinking about that, but I thought to myself, if I take out Ryan here and he ends up scoring a lot, and then, my whole bullpen just gets, depleted, then I'm kind of like what happened yesterday with the Cafe game. I only had Fairbanks and I think the other lefty, I forgot his Montgomery. So I didn't want that to happen again. He was pitching, he only had 1 run. So I was like, okay, I might as well just keep him in, see what happens here, and it paid off. Yeah.
As we get ready for game 2, who's the starter you're going to roll out? Are we staying with It'll come to me.
I'm going with Littell. Yeah.
Littell. Was it always Littell?
It was
no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. No matter what. Yeah.
Got you.
Well, Alex, heck of a performance for game 1. Good luck in game 2. And we'll go from there. Let's keep at it.
Thank you. Let's go. Come on.
Good luck.
And I believe we'll head to another video before we start game 2. So we'll be back momentarily. And stay with us. We are watching the first qualifier of the Sunburst Invitational Year 3 between Frosty and Alex.
The Rays break out the City Connect jerseys. And the Rays win. High drive, deep left center field. And he makes the catch at the top of the wall. Slam for Brandon Lau. He got it. Struck him out.
Slides makes the catch. That is some effort.
What a play. That baby's gone. Here comes DeLuca and the Rays win.
Welcome back to the Sunburst Invitational. Scuffy, Qualifier 1, Game 1 in the books. It was a dominating performance. Game 2, it's coming.
First inning of game 2 is going to be big, especially with Frosty being the home team. You want to try, I'm not saying 0, but try to limit Alex, especially at that 3rd inning. This is going to be the next inning that he sees. You kind of want to limit that lineup, seeing the top of the lineup. You want to at least leave maybe between 0 to 2 runs here. We'll see where it's at, especially it's going to be Zach Littell versus Littell. Like we mentioned, Littell has these meta pitches, sinker, cutter, sweeper, these out pitches that we like to call in baseball. So it's going to be fun to see how they both perform with them.
Should be fun. Frosty's going to have to 100% answer quick, set the tone.
Yes.
Get back in.
Yep, set the tone.
This is your time. Yep. And it looks like they're ready to go.
Yeah, here we go. Game 2, Qualifier 1. Alex 1 game away. Frosty, do or die game. Oh, this is going to be fun.
It will be interesting to see. I don't know. Did we see who Frosty is pitching this game? It's got to be.
I believe he was going to go Littell's second game.
Did he?
We'll find out right now. But he's debating maybe.
Oh. No, he went with it. It's Littell versus Littell.
Yep. Now they're going to set up their lineup. Like we mentioned, for Frosty, he likes to lead off with those lefties with Josh Lowe and Brandon Lau, and then have Yandy Diaz in that 7th spot. For Alex, it's more conventional on how we see other players do it. Have Yandy Diaz lead off, Brandon Lau right behind him. He'll have Danny Jansen in 3rd spot. But it's a Littell versus a Littell matchup.
Should be good. Like you've mentioned, they've got these meta pitches. This should be a good pitching matchup. But again, these guys are just so good at hitting, and they're so good at, recognizing the zone, putting the PCI on the ball, that 100%, even though this should be a good pitching matchup, this could easily be another football score.
It could be. And we'll find out. First pitch.
Whoa.
Good PCI, but right to the Brandon Lau.
That bad boy was barreled. Coming out with no hesitation. That one's going to miss outside Brandon Lau. So in this one right here, Frosty's pitching. Frosty's the home team. He's also the one that has to get a win to stay alive in this qualifier. And then Alex is hitting, and he's wearing the gray unis as well. Brandon Lau, 1-2.
That new pitch, and then we show the sweeper. So the sweeper has been effective here early, be the new pitch, and then we show 25.
And you'll probably see it quite a bit, I would imagine. 3-2 pitch. This one's going to be smacked on the ground hard right to the second baseman, and that'll be out number 2. I would imagine you're going to see the sweeper quite a bit in both these guys' pitching performances today. We will see, though.
Yeah, you see it for righties go outside, for lefties to come inside. And not only that, splitter, too. You can mix it up very well with Zach Littell's mix.
Danny Jansen's going to get under this one, pop fly to center field. So Frosty does exactly what you needed to do if you're Frosty. Go out there, get 100%. The 1, 2, 3.
That's exactly what you needed. And now you're going right to your main part of the lineup, having the 2 lefties. First with Josh Lowe. That's a big swing right there.
And he's coming back, it looks like, with that splitter. That one's going to be barreled to right field. Josh Lowe is going to get a base hit. So last time, Frosty led off with a Josh Lowe bomb. This time, he'll lead off with a Josh Lowe double. Down the line, that's what you need to do. You got to come back and try to command yourself back in and get this game 2 under wraps.
That's his 3rd extra base hit with Josh Lowe just in these 2 games, too.
That one's going to be smacked foul, so we got an 0-2 count on Brandon Lau. Here's the pitch. Taken low, 1-2. That one is barreled. Oh my goodness, it's obliterated down the right field line. It's gone. Big bomb, Brandon Lau. It's 2-0 for Frosty.
We're about to see a Brandon Lau home run, and here we go. We see in game 2. Perfect. And Frosty, once again, takes the early lead here.
2-0. That's what you had to do. Still nobody out here in the first. You had to come out. You had to do that. And this one's going to be hit well. It's going right center field. It's carrying. It's down. Junior Caminero, who Frosty had pulled last game, is going to get a double.
That's a good point. He did pull him last game for the pitch hitting spot. That's probably where it all started with game 2. To get that momentum for Alex after getting that huge out there.
Nobody out, and only here's the 9th pitch thrown by Littell. That one's going to be a strike. 1-1 count to Richie Palacios, the cleanup hitter. That one's going to be smacked foul down the first base line. 1-2. Outside right there. Miss 2-2. Littell, the pitch. That one's going to be smacked for a base hit into center field. And Palacios has himself an RBI single. And so with no one out, it's 3-0. Runner on first. And Frosty is trying to now pour it on. Ground ball to second. There's one. Over to first. Double play. That's huge if you're Alex. You needed that in the worst way.
Yeah, because it looked like Frosty was looking for more, especially with no outs in the inning, piecing up everything over there. But that's a big 2 outs there for Alex.
And then there's another great swing. Christopher Morel, line drive into left field. It'll be interesting to see, like, how long do you let Littell go if you're Alex? You know, if he starts putting these swings up, this is the 15th pitch, and he's had some, barrels.
We still got some time. You just got to try to get out this first inning, see how it goes. I mean, we saw Pepio in last game for Frosty, and you gave up 5-6 runs until we saw go into the bullpen here.
1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. The 7-hole hitter, Yandy, chops the sweeper foul. 1-2 again, the pitch. Check swing, did he go? No, 2-2. Pitch number 20 from Littell here in the first inning is on the way. And it's going to be mashed to right field. That thing's carrying high and deep and caught. Listen, it's not my fault. All right, my feed was a little laggy. It looked like it was hit a little
cuter. It's like
cuter,
the cameraman that goes so high.
Yep. But listen, it's not my fault, I swear.
Still, fantastic first inning for Frosty. After what happened in game 1, great way to respond here in game 2 in that first inning. Put up 3 and get a 0 off the board. But right now, he might be in a little trouble with this Josh Lowe leadoff double here.
Yep, he said he likes that card. And there's a double right off the rip. Leadoff double, that's what you want if you're out. You got to answer these 3 runs. And now he has Caminero stepping in. And that one's ripped foul down the third base line. 0-1. Fastball taken for a strike. 0-2. Oh, wow. Little warning shot there. That slider, he was early, but he was all over it. Caminero's going to flip this one in left field. I believe it's going to get over the head. It does. And there's a double, a ground rule double. It'll result in a run.
They turned on that sinker inside. Got enough PCI on there. Oh, that was a good swing, too.
Wow.
Just early
I was
on
going
that.
to say, he just early, but goodness, what a swing on that tiny PCI. And that'll be out number 1.
Especially, you got to remember, the PCI shrinks on these sweeper sliders. You name it. That's just great PCI placement there.
And something you're noticing right here with Alex is he is staying aggressive. He's not really worrying about taking as many pitches. That one's going to be ripped into right field. He's just getting back to putting that bat on the ball. What he does great, and that's going to be an RBI double. Right there, it's 3-2.
Yeah, responding right after giving up 3, gets 2 of his own. It's always the hardest to get limited damage after you get your runs of your own for Frosty, and then go against a player like Alex or any other top player and try to get the 0 afterwards.
2 great takes there, 2-0. This feels reminiscent. Ground ball to second. It'll move the runner, but it is the second out. So the tying run at third here for Alex. Top of the second. Here comes Jose Caballero. Check swing. He did go.
Cabby. You mentioned Cabby last game being a table setter. This is a perfect spot for him.
Ground ball to short. Looks like we should never talk when talking about Caballero.
Nope. I told you I was going to do it later.
You know, it's just crazy we did it to the same dude, the same spot in the lineup. All right, Johnny DeLuca, here he is.
All future players that are going to be playing the Sunburst Invitation be like, Scuffy Tyler, do not talk about Cabby like that.
I swear, if my 9-hole hitter comes up and you mention him, they're going to throw hands at us. Johnny DeLuca 0-2. Here's the pitch from Littell. High fastball is going to be barreled into center, and that'll be a leadoff base hit. And we've talked about DeLuca, his great swing, but he has that insane speed as well over there first.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going right the first pitch. Oh, hit and run.
Oh, but he ran backwards. What is happening? Chaos, I tell you, Scuffy, chaos.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm not sure if he pressed R1 or not, but luckily he didn't get it out there. I mean, it could have been much worse, but that's going to be...
And if you're Alex, you're like, all right, thank God it's not first and third. Next pitch is going to be popped up in the infield for an out. So there's 1 out. And here comes Brandon Lau with 2 runners on. Oof. Danger. Fastball inside taken.
I don't think he's trying to go give him anything to hit here.
Well, he didn't. He got barreled right to short, and it's going to be an inning-ending double play. You can see Frosty gazing at the roof. He wants
that one back.
That's just tough.
I mean, that was barreled.
I mean, he mashed it.
Over 100 X velo, just right to the shortstop. Perfect location for the shortstop there, 2 there. But yeah, great swing from Frosty.
And then Alex is going to answer with a base hit to start this inning off. So Yandy's got a leadoff single
here. So this is where Frosty's going to be at to be a little lenient. I mean, pick his battles. Oh,
wow! What a paint job.
Yeah, but a sleeper upside died it like that. Wow.
Ball 2.
Misses low. 2-1. Brandon Lau, MLB The Show legend.
Ball.
3-1. Frosty might just say, I don't want nothing to do with this. Well, maybe not. That one's going to be fouled away. 3-2. That one's going to be on a rope to center, right to DeLuca, though. And that will be the first out.
It's going both ways right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at that PCI. He barreled that bad boy.
Outside.
Yep.
Trying to think, what does my Twitch chat say? That's just baseball or something like that. Most infuriating sentence ever. Wow. Oh, good Lord. What a grab at third.
Now, when you're a player like this and you know you're squaring up, you just gotta have that even keel approach. Gotta just be like, all right, let's just go to the next batter. I'm making good PCI placement. we're hoping it drops next time, but up there it goes. He gets another just early good here, but squares it up. That gets over the center fielder. That's going to be a ground roll double, though, so that won't score the runner from first. That is the tying run in there. And there's 2 outs in this inning.
Yeah, that one hopped the wall, might have saved the run. And so Frosty going to have to try to deal here with 2 outs. Caminaro's up 1-1. Fouled away. Yeah, it's just like you were saying, though. You got to go with that glass half full approach. You're putting the bat on the ball. Your timing's nice. Oh, my goodness. What a pitch. 1-2.
Ball.
Oh,
What a take.
What a take. 2-2. On the ground to second. He dives over it. And this is going to be 2 runs. Maybe. It is. A 2-run single from Caminero. All with 2 outs, by the way, again. This is nutty.
Yeah, 2-out hitting. Just great 2-out hitting. You got to tip your cap there.
And so Alex is
Brandon
taking
Lau
the lead.
needed to dive there, though. Do you think he would have had it with that?
I didn't think he had to dive. Oh, my goodness. Christopher Morel. We talked about the power. That sweeper, I don't think was supposed to stay there. 457, it's gone. No doubt about it. Look, I mean, that thing's in the middle of the plate.
I mean, how many runs does he have with 2 outs right now? This is unbelievable. I mean, you got
the dude's clutch factor is through the roof.
Yeah, we might only go to 99 attribute here with live rosters, but if it's Alex right now, it's like his clutch is at 125.
Oh, for sure. And here comes Palacios. It's now 6-3 Alex here in game 2. If you're just joining us, this is a best of 3 for qualifier 1 in the Rays Sunburst Invitational. Alex won the first game, so Frosty needing to win this to stay alive. He finds himself down 6-3 here. And Palacios has a great swing to center field. DeLuca, though, with all that speed, he's got it. And that'll be the final out of the inning. So 6-3 Alex as we go to the bottom of the third.
Now we got to see how Frosty responds. He had the lead early. Now he's down by 3 after being up by 3. And with the back against the wall, we got to see what type of approach he takes late here.
Counts 1-0.
I mean, like you said, you know, he had, like, to end the inning, he had the double play that he barreled, right?
Yep.
You just got Frosty, and he 100% knows this. He knows he can put the bat on the ball. He knows he's very good at the game. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing and hope they fall. And right there, and that ball is obliterated into left field. It's going to be one hop of the wall, and that will be a leadoff double. Caminero, by the way, which I'm going to point out in game 1, he pulled him. That's the second hit of the game with him.
That's 2 extra base hits, I believe, too, with him in the game 2.
He's got a good swing.
Oh, he does.
Check swing, doesn't matter. It's a strike. Here's the 4-hole hitter, Palacios. And that one's going to be flown out to left center field. It's caught for out number 1.
Still Littell both in for both of these pitchers. 33 pitches right now. Not that much. Alex is probably going to just... I feel like Alex may ride Littell a little bit more than Frosty. Just knowing that he might not want to show the bullpen with being up by 1 game.
Right, just where he's at in terms of this best of 3. Yeah, that makes sense. So the first pitch to the 2-out. Christopher Morel is going to be a strike sweeper out of the zone. 0-1. And that one's lasered. Killed somebody in the stands. 0-2.
Too high. Ball.
Taken high, 1-2. And there is a splitter that is pieced up pretty well, but he's just under it, I guess, a little bit for the final out. So 6-3, Alex still at the lead. Frosty not able to chip away. And we're
big
going
inning from Alex right there. To put up a 0 after that, after taking the lead there, that's a big inning. And now it's just
outside.
Big inning after big inning. Do or die game. You got to limit the damage here for Frosty.
Alex staying aggressive. 1-1 count here with Jonathan Aranda. Zach Littell still in for, obviously, Frosty. That one's going to be mashed up the middle. The dive from the shortstop. He's got it over to first. Got him. What a play. Beautiful play. Great dive, good throw, and Frosty needed that.
Oh, without doubt needed that. That was just great play all around.
Here comes Jose Caballero. We're not going to say anything about him. We're just going to say, here he is. He's hitting.
Here's Cabby.
In the 9-hole spot. And he's still grounded out. All right, so maybe it wasn't us. I don't know.
Maybe,
2 outs.
Maybe it's like Diamond Quest. You had that card, now it goes away.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
We're good now.
Yeah, exactly. We got rid of our negative perk.
Yep.
Little flare to center. It's going to be caught. Quick inning for Frosty. That's what he needed. He's got 7, 8, 9 coming up here. Yandy leading it off.
But this is a perfect spot on why he leaves Yandy here in the 7. It's basically going to be his leadoff hitter here.
Yeah, you get that great contact right here. Try to set something with the bottom of the order.
All hands down.
0-2. Pitch from Littell is barreled to left field. It's going to bounce at the wall, and that should be a double. Yandy, not the most speedy fella, but he's in there with a double.
But this is why you put Yandy Diaz here with that contact, 81 contacts. Starts off the inning just like he would for other players who had him in the leadoff spot. Do you see a bunt here?
I don't see a bunt. These guys, there's not a shot.
We see small ball in the Sunburst Invitational. It'll be fast.
I just can't see Frosty bunting.
No, because he's just too good a hitter.
Yeah, and like also DeLuca's got the nice swing. He's already got a hit with him. And with the insane speed, I mean, heck, if you could even get a weak contact in the infield, you might beat it out. Or it's a one hopper to second. It's a productive out. He moves the runner to third.
Out. Yep.
So there's the first out of the inning, and here comes Jose Caballero.
I feel like we're assuming every half inning now.
We can't escape him now. That one's hit well. Left field carrying at the track. Over the head, it's going to bounce, and that will be a run. RBI double for Jose Caballero.
Not sure who he has in left. I don't know if that's Morel or not. It's either Morel and Palacios. I'm curious who left. But if that was Morel, that's one reason why we don't see him in the field as much.
That's true, because I thought it was getting caught. But next batter is going to fly out here. Brandon Lau coming up now with a runner on second. 2 outs. Frosty trimming that deficit down to 6-4. One swing here, though, and we're tied. And, I mean, Brandon Lau, the dude to do it. Sinker, fouled away.
Oh,
I'm frozen. Are we frozen? I can't see.
I think they're frozen.
No, we're good.
We're good.
They're just holding it out. Little freeze frame.
Well, pause. Nope, I think we are frozen.
I think we're frozen.
Yep.
Huh.
We'll see. Give another couple seconds.
Huh.
Well, yeah, I think we're doing have to boot up again.
Well,
was it so? It's bottom 4.
Bottom
2, 3,
4
up.
2 outs.
Second. So it'll be a little bit easier to set this up. Oh no. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have to. All right.
Huh. Technical difficulties here. If you've ever played on this show, you've probably experienced a couple of these yourself.
Yep. So they'll reset up. They'll try to fill up the same scenario. What we just saw was bottom 4th, 2 outs, 6-4. Outs is up right now. 6-4. Started out. Frosty came out hot, 3-0 right from the start. Then Alex started getting his hits there, and that 2-out hitting once again for Alex just came through, able to get 6 runs, make it a 6-3 game, and then just there, Frosty was able to get one back after a double. So we'll see what happens later in the game. But so far,
I mean, if there's anything that you can describe so far for Alex, relentless. The dude has been barreling baseball, especially with 2 outs.
Veins, whatever you want to call it, the clutch factor.
Yep.
He's just been there. It's what's been more impressive is the takes and the patience and knowing when to be aggressive too. It's just the hitting all around has just been clicking for Alex when needed. And right now, I mean, he's just he wants to stay at that level. But we'll see what happens after this little break here. Little, breather for both of them, and then we'll get back into game 2. Now, Tyler, how does everyone else want to sign up here if they want to sign up to the Sunburst Invitational?
Did you know if you're watching this tournament right now, Scuffy, and you're like, gosh, my competitive juices, they're flowing. I want to compete. Let me compete. You can. We're doing numerous qualifiers. The next one is when, Scuffy?
April 24th to 28th is
those days is when the next qualifier is. And so you can battle it out here. And don't worry, one of these guys, Frosty or Alex, they won't be competing in that one because they'll have won one already. But so you won't have to battle one of those dudes. There's all the other dudes you got to battle. But you can sign up today. Try it yourself. It's free to join. Raise versus Raise, so you don't have to have an insane Diamond Dynasty team or something like that.
Nope.
A lot of fun. And I mean, hey, let's say you get yourself to a qualifier and you got a chance at that $12,000 prize pool.
Always sounds good. And remember, it's a little different format this year. The first 2 days, day 1 and day 2, will be played on Fame, and that's single elimination. On the Sunday, it's be top 16 bracket, double elimination. That would be played on Legend. Same thing for the Qualifier Championships. And if we go to the Live Land finale, that will be on GOAT difficulty. That's going to be exciting to see once we get to the Live Land finale. But for now, them two are going to get things set up. We'll be right back with game 2 shortly and get back to the action.
Yeah.
You go 80 and 82, and it's a major disappointment. That, to me, is a sign of how far the franchise has come over the years.
It hasn't been an easy year. We seemed really stuck on 500 or in the vicinity of it.
80 and 82, and they missed the playoffs first time since 2018.
Tampa Bay Rays announcing they will play next season at
Steinbrenner Field.
Steinbrenner Field.
Can there be bounce backs?
Those guys have bounced back here.
If our goal is to be a championship caliber organization, we got to find a way to get more output out of that position.
Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim has signed a 2-year, $29 million contract.
Pretty exciting. He's a complete baseball player.
According to reports, Tampa Bay Rays will sign catcher Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen, who is going to be their everyday catcher.
Everything that you heard about Danny Jansen was about winning.
And he got it. An immaculate inning right there. 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts. 2-2 struck him out. Taj Bradley with 8 Ks tonight.
Never, ever underestimate the Rays. The Rays play the game better than really anybody else.
Now watch it go. Home run. A walk-off for Brandon Lau.
Pitching is too good. Their closer is too good at the end of the game. They will be a playoff team again this year.
All righty, I think we're back. I think we're ready, Scuffy. Technical difficulties aside, I think we're good. I think we're ready.
Yeah, we'll be ready momentarily. Remember, it is game 2 right now. Alex is up 1-0. It's going to be the bottom of the 4th. Alex is up 6-4. There's a runner on second with 2 outs. We'll have the score, the real updated, right in the ticker on the bottom below, on your screen. It should be bottom right. We'll have that all updated so you'll see the real score.
Yep, and Alex with the 6-4 lead. If he wins this game, keep in mind, he wins the best of 3, and he will secure the first spot down in Tampa for the Sunburst Invitational Finals.
Yep, both players trying to return. They were both finalists from year number 2. Now we get to see who's going to be returning. Alex right now, I mean, the way the patience at the plate by taking these pitches and then taking advantage of the mistakes from Frosty and be able to deliver on that has been big. But Frosty, I mean, he started out just what he wanted in here in game 2. And now he's threatening right here. He has a runner scoring position in bottom 4th. He can get, I believe it's Brandon Lau up. So in one swing could tie up this game.
Yeah. And I mean, he's been swinging the ball really well. I mean, if you think back to that, what was it, the second inning or the first inning, it might have been, he had that unlucky, just barreled right at the shortstop double play to end the inning. So Frosty's definitely been swinging it very good, has the talent, everything should be very good to get back in this. And here we go. It looks like we're I think we're
trying to figure out the situation
we
here. We're going to get 2 outs here. So we have to reset up the scenario, right? So he's going to bunt to get the 2 outs. Then the next batter should go to second base. And then we'll have Brandon Lau up with 2 outs here. And remember, it's going to be bottom 4. Bottom 4, 6-4 Alex right now.
So we're getting to the inning that we ended on, right?
Are we getting to the inning? I don't know.
I think we are.
Right now, that's just the top of the order. Yeah,
they're going to be bottom first. Okay.
So now they're going bunt. So we had to reset the lineup. So now they're bunting because now Frosty's up since he's the home team. He'll get the first 2 outs. Then the third batter should go into second and then go from there.
Gotcha. Finding the workaround from the good old freeze off.
Well, we'll get it going. And then we'll get the action going right from there. Now, Tyler, you played in this before, right? You played in the last year's Sunburst Invitational. How was your experience with the Sunburst Invitational?
I got smacked around, I don't tell you, but it was a great time. It was super fun to play people with thumbs.
Or 2?
I did win. I think I won 2 games. I think I won 2.
You won 2 games.
Which was
if
shocking.
You could win 2 games, if you're watching right now, and Tyler could win 2 games.
If I can win 2 games,
anyone could go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well be the champion at that point because, I mean, I have no thumbs.
Yep, and here we go. We're in the scenario that we need. Real baseball being played right there. And look at that dot sinker inside for strike 1.
Don't know if Alex was 110% ready. He's like, all right, hold on. I had to hit pause. Had to think about it.
Well, no, Frosty was ready. He was the one that That pitch sinker.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right. Frosty's hitting. That's right. Frosty's hitting. Down 2. Runner on second. 2 outs. I think we're ready to go. I think. Maybe. Yep. Alex is scooted up right to the monitor. He's ready. Frosty also. Well, how did he put it? Sniffing pixels?
Yeah, sniffing pickles. That's the first time I heard that. Maybe I'm too old. New term?
I don't get too close to the monitor, man. Maybe that's why I'm even worse. I don't know. 1-2. Here we go. Brandon Lau. Got to do something. Chops one foul. 1-2 again. Here's the pitch from Littell. It's going to be a ground ball. Scooped by the second baseman. And that will end the inning. So it is 6-4 Alex as we go to the top of the inning. This is
Frosty was able to get 1 in that inning.
Right.
Yep.
And this is now technically the top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th. Yes. Top of the 5th right now.
Top of the 5th after the freeze off. Okay, here we go. 6-4. We're caught up. And I mean, without missing a beat, that's a line drive over the right fielder's head. Brandon Lau's got a base hit to start the top of the 5th for Alex.
That was just peace right there from Brandon Lau. Early good center PCI. Went over the right field wall for get an extra base hit to lead off this inning.
That break didn't matter. He was still locked in. He was, I'm ready. I'm ready to barrel. Danny Jansen stepping in, 0-2. That one's going to be smacked to right field. High in the sky at the track.
That should get him over.
That should. It'll be a productive out. Little sack fly. For a minute, I thought it might go. Just kept going.
Yeah, that just kept carrying, right?
Great swing. I mean, he was just late. Pieced it up pretty good, though. Josh Lowe stepping in. And that one's going to be popped up in the infield. That's not what he wanted. Not a productive out there. Huge for Frosty.
Now, the thing is, with the freeze-off, Zach Littell, how long do they leave him in now?
That's the thing, because we can't really replicate stamina and confidence and stuff like that. Chopper to short, and that will be the final out of the inning. So, 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see. I mean, we don't know where it was before, and then there's no way to reset that.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing with freeze-offs.
And remember, right now the score is 6-4. Alex is winning here, and that's going to be a double here from Frosty. Hey,
from Junior Caminero.
Third extra base hit.
We need to interview Frosty at some point. I want to know what went through the mind when he pinch hit for him in game 1 and then proceeded to hit 4 extra base hits in the next couple of ABs with him. That one's smacked right field. It's going to get down. That's a run. It's 6-5. Frosty clawing back here.
Great hit by Palacios, one of his MVP hitters. Delivers right there with the RBI double. And now he's only down by 1 with the man in scoring position.
We got a game here. That one's going to be mashed. And now we really got a game. It's going to tie it for sure as that one slow rolls to the wall. And that will be... Is he going 3? No. That's going to be an RBI double for Danny Jansen.
Great
Still
piece of
nobody out here.
Great piece of hitting. Goes right with that sinker. Right into the gap right where you wanted to in trade places with second just before.
That one's barreled left field. It's carrying. It's high. It's deep. It's gone. Christopher Morel with a 2-run shot. Alex can't believe it. You see the disgust on his face. And it's now 8-6. Frosty has gotten the lead back.
Yeah, just like that in an instant. Just took, 4 batters, and Frosty right back taking the lead here. But that's the 3rd lead change already here in game 2.
And keep in mind, after the freeze-off, we are in the bottom of the 5th inning, not the 2nd, as the game box score shows. But 8-6 now for Frosty. This one's going to be hit on the ground to second, over to first. That's out number 2. Johnny DeLuca retired. Here comes Caballero.
Now,
we're not going to say it. We're not saying it. Left field. Oh my God, it was us. It's a base hit for Cabby.
I think that's like the second straight hit too that he has.
Yep. We just should never talk about him again. Josh Lowe. That one's hit high and deep to left field. Caught at the wall. I didn't know if it was going to get caught.
I thought that was leaving.
Huge out for Alex. And now he finds himself down 8-6 here. He's going to have to find some of that bat he had earlier. First pitch swinging is going to be popped up to right field for out number 1.
Yeah,
here comes Palacios. Here. Sinker taken for a strike. 0-1.
Nope.
Splitter low, misses 1-1. Palacios has a great swing. Fastball low, misses 2-1. That ball's hit well, left field, in the air, and in a glove. It's going to be out number 2.
Good takes right before that. That good PCI, but it just looks like didn't. Oh,
Jonathan Aranda. That one's hit really well. That one's off the wall, and that's going to be a good old double, stand-up double with 2 outs. We've seen what happens with 2 outs with Alex. Could this be? I don't know. Jose Caballero stepping in. That one's going to be fouled away.
It's like anytime there's 2 outs, that's where his clutch factor gets up.
Ooh, that slider taken for a strike. 0-2. Littell.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Outside 1-2.
No, that's low.
Low, sinker 2-2. And Cabby's going to roll over to short. That's going to be an easy out to end the inning. So stays 8-6 Frosty as we head to the 7th. No, bottom of the 6th.
Bottom 6. So we'll see on the top right. We'll give you the inning. So it's what inning we are currently in.
There we go.
Bottom right will give you the score. Right now it's 8-6 Frosty in the bottom of 6.
Oh, what a swing there to start that inning off. Gonna hook foul, but Brandon Lau, a warning shot right there. We did get a pitching change here. It's Clevenger, so we get the lefty out.
I thought we might have seen him the bat before with Josh Lowe up, especially with the 2 lefties, but lucky you gave it to get out one. But it doesn't matter. Brandon Lau, lefty, and that's out of here.
Gone. Big bomb right field. It's going to be 9-6 for Frosty.
And you see what Frosty did there. He ambushed to the way, especially with the cutter that Clevenger has. He was able to get the Hall of Fame PCI on that ball, give the better timing window, and it went over the wall in the right field.
It was a costly error as well right there. Did you notice that ball just flew past the shortstop?
But look at what Frosty's doing. Run on first. Ambush away, especially with the lefty.
The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Sinker low, taken 2-1. Good eye. Hitting the left field. Fly ball. It's going to be easy. Little can of corn out there. And that'll be out number 2. 1. Runner on first.
Curious how long he's going to leave Clevenger in here.
Well, if you keep getting some lineouts like that, you might leave him in a little longer. That one's a beautiful swing, but a nice out. Out number 2 from Danny Jansen. And here comes Christopher Morel. 9-6 is our score here. Little warning shot there. Foul down the third baseline. 70 power for this Morel against the lefties. Another one, lasered foul. 1-2 again. Clevenger on pitch 14. Popped up. Does it stay in play? I don't think so at all. And that will be a foul ball again. 1-2. Sinker misses low. 2-2. is mashing some of these inside pitches foul.
Yeah, it's just all inside, except for that last pitch, but that was a ball down low with that sinker.
And that one's barreled as well. That one's high and deep. Left field. It's out of here. No doubt. I was just about to say, he's mashing these inside. If you leave one over the plate, it might be gone. And that one it is gone. And it's a 2-run shot for Frosty.
That was impressive hitting. Just stay alive on the bat there. Get a pitch to hit, and he knew what to do over the scoreboard in Laughing Mountain over there.
Yandi's going to pop that one up. First base territory. It's caught. Alex probably wishing he could have got that, I don't know, one pitch sooner. But we're heading to the top of the 7th here. Frosty 11, Alex 6. We've got a new pitcher. I cannot see who it is.
0-1.
It is Alex Flato.
Gotcha. Oh-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit up the middle for a base hit. My feed is very fuzzy. I can't tell. Scuffy, you might have to.
That was the ideas. You want me to take over? I'll take over for a little bit. Here we go. Brandon Lau at the dish. He's going to swing through that circle change there. Alex Flato will have the sinker slider circle change here. There's that slider. Dotted it up inside. Look at that. Makes it 0-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just misses that fastball. Had him frozen there. But good pitch, and then he comes back with a sinker down the middle, and Brandon Lau knows what to do with it. That's a 2-run shot here for Alex, making 11-8 game, 474.
That ball was destroyed. My feed cleared up just in time for me to see that missile.
And here you go. You take over.
All right, Danny Jansen stepping in. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Did he go?
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's going to be 0-2. The pitch. Taken low. That's circle change. Just out of the zone. Good take. 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Fastball inside. Taken for a ball. 2-2.
Counts full.
Wow, another terrific take. 3-2. So battles back to full from 0-2 to 3-2. And this one's going to be rolled over to third. Little chopper over to first. And that will be the first out of the inning here.
That was a good pitch. Good pitch to bring that time to bring that high slider against right there, make him roll that over.
Yeah, got him to chop it real nice. And we're going to see another lefty come out of the pin here. It's Garrett Clevenger. Josh Lowe is up. He's been a huge bat for Alex. 2-0 to start. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ooh, sweeper. Got a lot of plate, but swung on a miss. 2-1. Fastball, swung on a miss again. 2-2. And he'll get the strikeout there. Cutter outside, and Alex is going to flail through it. Big strikeout for Frosty.
Yeah, that's what you needed. 2 quick outs after giving up the Brandon Lau 2-run home run. Didn't let Alex, as I say that, that's going to be perfect right to third. Does have enough to get over? It should. And I'll be out number 3. But like I was saying, after giving up that 2-run home run, Frosty didn't let Alex have that big inning. He limited damage there, and that was perfect what he do. And that's what you got to do. We are getting late in this game. It's bottom 7, 11-8 Frosty. That's how we got to limit here. Now he needs to score some more runs.
Yep, after the freeze off, bottom of the 7th, 11-8 Frosty. Frosty in an elimination game has to win this one, and he's going to start this inning off beautifully with a line drive base knock from Johnny DeLuca.
Now, last time we had a leadoff hit with Johnny DeLuca with Frosty. He tried to do that hit and run that DeLuca almost went back to first, but
it did not work out great. Maybe he won't do it again. And he didn't, and he probably should have here because this might be a double play. There's 1, there's 2. It's a double play. So he didn't send him and ended up being costly as it's a double play. Alex needed that.
And now you got Clevenger for the two lefties. We have Josh Lowe and Brandon Lau at the top lineup here, Frosty. So 22 pitches still good here for using Clevenger.
And lefty, it doesn't matter. That one's going to be smacked right back into center field. So Josh Lowe takes that high sinker for a single. And we got some 2-out magic potentially for Frosty. Brandon Lau stepping in.
Or he has a home run against Clevenger. This time he won't get it. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Goes to second for the third out. No damage done. And here we go. We got 6 more outs here for Alex. Down by 3.
Frosty trying to attack him aggressively. Fastball fouled away. Christopher Morales, who's got 8, 9, and 1 up here. Alex does. That one's going to be fouled away as well. We'll do 0-2 now. Ripped foul. Barreled that cutter up, but he was very early. And this one's going to be smacked right to the shortstop. Got a good piece of that slider, a little bit off the plate. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was inside enough, even with the good PCI there, that made him roll that over.
Richie Palacios, though, is going to try to make something happen. That one's barreled to center field. And that might be a triple. It is a triple. Throw to third, not in time. It's a 1-out triple for Palacios. And Alex, who's down 3, is threatening. And we're going to get a change here.
Here's
Curtis Mead against a lefty.
Ori has a pitch hit RBI for
and he's going
Alex.
to probably get another. No, it's an out. I thought it was barreled. It's going to be an RBI sac fly. It's now going to be 11-9. Man, he got a good piece of that with Mead.
Yeah, that was a good piece right there for Mead. Did get the run home, so you're happy about that. Was hoping to find some grass.
Absolute laser for an out, but he does get the run. That's huge. 11-9. Frosty with the lead here in game 2. Alex won game 1.
Feel like Frosty
top
needs
of
to
the
go,
8th.
It has to go after Cabby. You got the top of the lineup up next. Oh, never mind. Yandy Diaz, top of the lineup here for Alex.
And it's Alex with 2 outs. There's been a theme. He's been very good in these situations. Check swing on the cutter high. That one's going to be dumped into right field, right to the right fielder, though. Frosty will take that. And that'll end the inning. So, 11-9. We're going to the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah. 0-1.
And now we have Caminero. I believe there's 3 extra base hits in this game for Frosty. Make that 4.
Give it another one.
Oh,
well,
no.
Maybe not actually hit, but
it looked like it was going through. I'm sorry.
Great swing there. That's going to be a leadoff base knock, and that's what Frosty needs. Here comes Palacios. Lefty, lefty. Clevenger staying in. He's getting near 30 pitches here. Check swing. He did go. 0-1. Sinker misses low. And that one's going to be lofted to right field. Hangs up just enough, and that'll be out number 1 here in the 8th. Danny Jansen stepping in. You've seen him mash some baseballs so far in these first 2 games.
Yeah, we're probably going to see it, right? You know what we haven't seen yet is Edwin Uceta, but we're not going to see him just yet. Rasmussen's going to be here. Once again, has a lot of meta pitches, sinker, slider, sweeper, and then fastball. 4-seam fastball.
There's that cutter swung on a miss. There's that, I want to say sweeper, 1-1. Yep, wow. This one's going to be hit to center field in the sky, high in the sky. And that'll be out number 2. Christopher Morel. Runner on first, 2 outs. Frosty's done well with him. And this time he's going to pop it way up there, just behind the shortstop to end the inning. So, we're headed to the 9th inning.
Yeah,
This
9th inning.
Do or die mode for Alex.
Yep,
down by 2. And he's got Brandon Lau leading it off.
Ball 1.
First pitch, the slider misses outside. Ball 1. Clevenger still on the bump. Fastball down the middle. Blown by him. 1-1. Slider fouled away. 1-2. If you can neutralize Brandon Lau here, that would be a monster win for Frosty.
Yeah, and then you could go with another righty in the pen, I believe.
That's smacked on the ground to third, and that'll be out number 1. So, Brandon Lau, nothing to show for it right off the rip. And he's only got 2 outs to play with here, Alex. He's down 2. Danny Jansen, did he go? No. Danny Jansen, then Josh Lowe. So he still has a lefty coming up. Roped foul. 1-1. Clevenger also getting up towards that 30 pitch mark here. Fastball is going to be popped behind home plate and out of play. 1-2. That's going to be a base hit down the line for Danny Jansen. He got really on top of that slider and chopped it. And so the tying run is coming up to the plate here with 1 away.
After getting some hard outs, the soft stuff gets through there. What you wanted there for Alex, just get anyone on base any way possible.
Well, here's the other thing. Josh Lowe has been one of the bats that he's loved, and he's going to fly out to center. I thought he might have something there.
A good PCI. Great PCI there.
And here comes Caminero. New pitcher, and there's Edwin Uceta.
Edwin Uceta. So what you like to see from Uceta, you want to see the circle change come inside to righties with the sleeper and cutters away.
Did he go?
Check swing, he did go, and here comes Alex. He's down to his last strike. 0-2.
Ball inside.
Fastball inside, taken 1-2. That one's going to be popped to shallow center field. It's going to be the end of this game, and Frosty has fought to see a game 3.
First qualifier of the Sunburst Invitational. We get game 3, do or die game for both these players, and returning finalists from year 2. I think we'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I mean, the freeze off barring, unfortunate that kind of, happened, but Frosty able to battle back. That's what we need to see too. After that first game, you get mercied. I mean, Alex was destroying everything. Frosty comes back and starts giving up some stuff right off the rip again. You're like, uh-oh, what's happening? Yep. Just kept going and really just took over dominance in that second half of the second game.
The pitching,
and we're going to see game 3.
Yeah, the pitching was good there. Alex had some good swings, just didn't go his way. That's just how this game plays. But still, both those competitors, great game 2. We saw just a close game, which we saw what happened game 1. Yep. It was a blowout. Game 2 a little bit different. Yep. We have a close 2-run game. We'll see what comes for game 3.
Extra innings, chaos ball.
Chaos ball, yeah. Bring it.
Yep. I think we actually have Frosty we're going to talk to here shortly, aren't we?
We should have Frosty shortly. One to bring up, game 3, new starting pitcher. Who do they go to? Do they go
That's
Taj
going to be
Bradley?
the interest. I don't know.
Do they go
it could be that. Could be bullpen.
We already see Pepio and Littell being used.
Yep.
It's either going to be Shane Baez or Taj Bradley. Those are the 2 options. If they
and you mentioned that Bradley now has the cutter too, so you might see
he has a cutter.
Them lean on him
Cutter's
more.
Splitter. The only player I saw use Taj Bradley the weekend was Zazzy. He did have some success with him, but he did get hit with them too. The thing with it's hit or miss with Taj Bradley. But we'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely. I mean, it'd be interesting. You could also go bullpen game and just say we're going to throw a different look every inning.
But then again, you're one less pitcher, right?
Yep.
And if you get lit up a little bit early, that just makes it even more stressful. So in a do or die game, you have to go with the one with starters, I feel like.
I'm sure we'll see it soon here.
So, yeah, once again, if you're watching at home and you're still around, appreciate you guys all watching. You're watching the Sunburst Invitational. This is year 3. And if you want to sign up right now, you do ! play in the Rays Twitch chat. That'll give you the link to sign up. The next qualifier is April 24th. It runs to 28th. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and the qualifier championship be on that Monday. Hey, you could win a spot to the live land finale. Guaranteed money if you clinch it there. You play for up to $12,000. And of course, if you win it, you get $8K of that. And of course, the big hitter is you get to throw out the first pitch between the Rays and the Orioles on July 18th.
A lot of money and a first pitch. Sounds pretty awesome. And it's free to join. So come on out, see how you feel. If you lose, you lose. If you win, I mean, shoot, I'd like to fall into $8,000 and a first pitch. That would be an okay weekend for me.
What would you be more nervous, playing the live land finale or throwing out the first pitch?
I've thrown a couple first pitches, and it's first pitch. Because you know what you're doing, but on the one-off chance that something awry happens, you're going to look like an idiot.
And it's films. So you know that the clip will be out there. So
for sure.
Anyway, we're going to have a quick video. We'll be right back momentarily to get Game 3 underway. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All right, people wondering, hey, you forgot the Rays. No. We usually try to, because it's good TV, try not to talk about multiple teams at the same time. Yes. You know, it's something new. So let's talk about the Tampa Bay Rays. Brandon Lau checks in at 83. Here comes the money. Shane O'Mac is at 82. The Heartbreak Kim, Ha-Sung Kim, is at 81. Yandy Diaz is at 80. Edwin Uceta and Ryan Pepio rounding out the list at 79. Look, I stopped diminishing or counting out the Tampa Bay Rays because they always seem to figure it out. Are they going to win the division? They wouldn't be my pick to win the division. Yeah. Could they figure somehow on the periphery of the postseason? It would not surprise me. That's just how the Rays are.
Yeah, and then especially with the people that they're returning this year, Shane McClanahan. I mean, Ha-Sung Kim, I think we were all pretty surprised he went to the Rays, but that's a huge pickup if we remember Ha-Sung Kim's season from 2023. Obviously, he's coming back from an injury, but Shane McClanahan, I'm so excited to watch pitch this year. A lot of these pitchers we almost forgot about, but 3 seasons he had a sub 3.5 ERA. He's rated 82 overall. I think that's a little low for Shane, but 92 four-seam fastball. So I'm excited to watch him come back and hopefully bounce back for the Rays this year.
Yeah, he's 33-16 is McClanahan with an ERA of just over 3, as you mentioned, in 3 seasons. Missed all of last year with Tommy John surgery. Brandon Lau, 21 homers, 473 slugs in 107 games during the 24 season. You take a look at his power numbers. Powers against righties. Of course, that left-handed bat is at 81. His batting clutch is a bit higher at 88. He's another guy that they missed who, had to struggle through some injuries last season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he ended up, though, when he was on the field, he did a fantastic job. He was second in hard hit rate among second basemen. So at least he's someone that's giving you consistent power in the lineup and production offensively for the Tampa Bay Rays.
All righty, I think it's time. I think we're going to be able to talk to good old Frosty here, who just fought off elimination to force a Game 3. I think he's in here now. There he is. Hello there, Frosty. Congratulations on your Game 2 win.
Thank you.
So,
go ahead, Tyler.
Well, no, I just wanted to ask. So now that you've won Game 2, how do you tackle Game 3? We were talking about the pitching. Is it a bullpen game? Are we getting a starter? How are you feeling?
Might see a little bullpen game out of me.
Oh, wow, I love it. We were talking about it. We didn't know if somebody was going to do it. I'm in.
I got it.
We didn't know because Taj Bradley's still there. He does have the cutter, but wasn't sure how you players been playing throughout the week. We rarely saw him, so I'm not sure how he reflects here. But I just want to go back to Game 2. You come out hot. You get a 0 right in the first, score 3. He comes all the way back 6-3, but you were able to fight that off. So once you were able to fight off, it felt like things started dropping for you and you starting to get your hits? Did it feel much better coming as the game was going later?
Oh yeah, it feels amazing when you can get like fluke hits and you can get good hits to go your way. There's no better feeling in this game. Like, I know the first game I was lining out quite a bit, but I also couldn't get a fluke hit, but he was getting the fluke hit, so I just knew, no, it wasn't my game for sure. But hopefully in game 3 I can do what I did last game.
Frosty, we've talked about like how like you guys are all different breeds of players as opposed to what you just see in ranked seasons. You know, you could go down 4 or 5 runs and you don't even, I mean, when we're looking at your camera, you're not even really reacting to it because you just know that your skill is there and that if you do what you're supposed to do, you can get back in there, no doubt. How do you keep that composure?
Just it's experience, you know. I think in grand finals last year, I don't know if you were watching. I think Scuffy was watching for sure, but I was down, I think 11 against Kreiner, down to my last out, and then I wound up reverse mercying him and putting up like a 13 spot in the 8th.
Good Lord.
Know, it's legit. Just you got to get good swings to be rewarded and have composure. I learned that that's what my biggest struggle was when I first started was composure. And I promise you, the more you play the game, the more you get in these situations, the better you get.
Well, we got to keep going. You got another do or die game up next. We wish you nothing but luck, and we're excited to see that bullpen game.
I'm very excited too. This is gonna be fun.
Good luck. Have some fun, and we'll see. We'll be talking to you after the game.
I'll see you.
Good luck. Bullpen game, Scuffy.
Bullpen game, yeah.
Bullpen game.
So everything I said, take out the window.
Yeah, everything you said, Scuffy. I mean, can you just realize these are competitors, okay? And it's not us elderly men flailing at the sticks anymore, okay? These are competitors, Scuffy.
These are the top guys. This is why we ask the questions. This is why we ask the questions, because they have the strategy. They are the ones that play at this game at the high level. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Do or die game for both competitors. This is your game 7 for the first qualifier of the Sunburst Invitational.
Now, I would absolutely love if he just threw us a curveball and then didn't last second go bullpen game. If he lied to us in our interview, he's not going to Top Golf with us again, all right? That's what's happening. I'm putting my foot down. I want to see chaos bullpen game. So should be fun.
For Frosty, it's Top Golf. For Alex, it's to get the blueberry drink.
Exactly.
That's what they're looking forward to. No, they are looking forward to winning some more money and then having a fantastic trip to go down to Tampa, which, I mean, shout out to the Rays for putting on this event for year 3. Shout out to Yuki and everyone behind the scenes. Rare drop. I mean, we couldn't have done it without all this. It's been a lot of fun for the movie community. Hopefully everyone's watching and enjoying this. And this is the first qualifier of 4, so we'll have a lot more championships coming your way. And
a lot more. You can sign up. And I mean, hey, the Rays are allowing some of the best players in our community to have a spotlight on their insane skills. So this is awesome. Make sure you sign up for the qualifiers. Give it a shot. And who knows? You might see us in Florida talking about the blueberry drink.
No blueberry jersey. We have to mention that now, since game 1, Alex was home. Frosty was game home 2. Alex will be home for game 3. He was the top seed entering the qualifier 1, so he did have home field advantage. That's big, very big here in the do-or-die game here.
Absolutely. So now you're saying Frosty is the away team and bullpen game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be fun. They should be setting up momentarily, and we'll get to game 3. This is what we asked for, the chaos. There we go. They're setting up the jerseys. Then we'll set up the lineup. I'm curious where Alex goes. Does he go with a starter, or does he go bullpen game 2?
Double bullpen game? Oh, my God. I'd be down. I'd be in.
Oh,
picking their starters?
Guessing here.
Oh, no. Am I getting thrown a curveball? Oh, no.
Edwin Uceta. They are both going bullpen game. So Alex is on the right. The reason I'm curious, since Frosty knows he's going Clevenger, does he stack the lefties from the top like he did for the first 2 games?
That's what I was just about to say. And I don't know if he's gonna.
I don't think you do. You put in you bring Mead. I wouldn't
Curtis Mead, yes.
So, and you save the lefty off the bench. You save Richie Palazzo, which is quite, unconventional because Richie Palazzo is one of the great hitters for Frosty. So it could go both ways here.
I'll say I'm kind of shocked in Alex's decision to go with the lefty out of the pen. You just don't have many lefties. You're burning that lefty real early. And now you've given him kind of the heads up. Very interesting decision. Let's see if it works out. But we're doing it. It's game 3, baby. Alex is the home team. Frosty the away team. Winner take all. This will be for the first spot in the Sunburst Invitational Finals down in Tampa later this year in July.
This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for before the game started, is just give us the chaos, give us the game 3. At game 7 right here, one of these players will win a spot in the live land finale and be the first one to go down there in Tampa. Also, they guarantee money with this. This is a money game right now because all 4 competitors that go to live land finale do win the share of the 12K pool. So
guaranteed money spot. Wow, what a dot to start us off. Cutter clipping the low and in part of the strike zone. Nasty pitch from Alex. 0-2 after the foul ball. So we're seeing Frosty leading off Yandy, which has not been the case.
Ball, that's off the plate.
He's usually hitting 7th for him in these lineups. But again, with the lefty starting, shook it up. And he's going to get a strikeout with Clevenger right off the rip.
Yeah, the check swing, just go there. I mean, check swings are definitely a little bit more sensitive this year if you have been playing on Wizzy Show 25. Got called strike 3 right there.
0-1.
Brandon Lau is the second hitter here, and he's going to smack it right to the first baseman. Step on the bag. 2 quick outs here for Alex. And here comes Junior Caminero. I should have asked him. Why didn't I ask him?
We forgot.
I'm such a bad announcer.
Did
he just hit a bomb with Caminero?
Yes.
Oh, what a bomb. It's gone. Why didn't we ask? I'm so mad.
We forgot.
What a bomb.
That was the one question that we really asked. 3 extra base hits in game 2. In game 3, he leads it off with a solo shot here in the bottom of the first. Wow.
1-0 early lead here for Frosty. 2 outs. And here comes Christopher Morel. And that one's going to be hit to right center field, high in the sky, but it's going to be camped under for the final out. But not before Junior Caminero hit a missile of a bomb to take a 1-0 lead.
Very similar to what we saw in game 1. Frosty takes the early lead. We'll see how Alex responds here. Now he has to face Edwin Uceta. We haven't really seen Uceta since late game 2. Like we mentioned, he has a circle change, cutter, sweeper. Yeah, just for 1 out. And the fastball. This is what he likes to do. You see the fastball come inside and then that circle change as well. You want to tunnel both of those pitches. His circle change might be the best pitch that any Rays has in this game. Any Rays pitcher has in this game, I should say.
Yeah, and there was that tunneling right there, the fastball, then the circle change. I'm going to take these notes for when I'm playing ranked seasons later. Cutter outside is going to be lined to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning here. Brandon Lau stepping in. 1 away, down 1. First pitch low, fastball misses. 1-0. And that one's going to be smoked up the middle for a 1-out base knock, Brandon Lau.
Had a lot of plate there, went right with it to get up the middle there.
A deep sigh from Alex after that first base hit. It's got to feel good.
0-1.
He is close to that monitor. I need to try that too. I'm either going to fry my eyes or I'm going to be even more terrible at the game. I have no idea.
So I feel like if I sit closer, it feels like it comes even quicker. I need to be like at least an arm and a half arm length for me personally.
Yeah, I feel that. Ground ball. The first baseman's got it over to second. There's 1. Back to first. Double play. And Alex gets nothing. So it's 1-0 Frosty as we get to the top of the second. Clevenger's still in the bump. Fastball taken for a strike. With these bullpen games, it's very interesting. Do you take more pitches to try to run up these pitch counts to get the low stamina on the relievers?
That would be a good strategy. I like that. I mean, you want to take as many pitches, especially with Clevenger. If I'm Frosty,
you got to bury
especially
that lefty.
Against righties. This is the lefty of the Rays bullpen. After that, Montgomery. Yes, he has a high velocity, but you could pretty much sit on one of the pitches, either the fastball or slider. So give or take. But right there, he takes a perfect right over the center field wall. Jansen, the new catcher of the Tampa Bay Rays, make his statement here in Game 3 for Frosty.
You were talking about sitting on a pitch and unloading. Danny Jansen, all over that sinker, dead center, barreled. It's now 2-0 Frosty.
Big hits right there. How much longer do you leave in Clevenger then?
Well, I mean, we've seen these guys throw Clevenger, what did we say, like almost 30 pitches last game.
Yep.
Currently is at 14, 15. I don't know. I mean, it's a risky thing. Bullpen games are so tough. As that one swung on a miss 1-2. That one's smoked to first. That'll be an out. Out number 1 on the inning. And here comes the lefty killer. It's Curtis Mead.
Curtis Mead already have an impact in, I believe, only Alex used Curtis Mead, but Frosty says, I could do it too. Give me a single. Find some grass there for a single.
I'm telling you, you're playing BR and you're looking at your bench and you see Curtis Mead pop up in the late rounds. Tuck him away in there. He's incredible versus lefties. And right there gets another base hit. And now Johnny DeLuca is going to groove one to center. That one's going to bounce, and that'll be first and second now with one away for Frosty.
If he gets another one here, he can set the table here. Roll over to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, top of the order coming up here. 1 out, runners on first and second. Jose Caballero, though, still a very good swing. Check swing. It was a strike, 0-2. That cutter inside to righties has been very effective so far versus Frosty. 1-2. Taken, 2-2. Sinker outside, missed the zone. Clevenger with pitch 24. That one's smacked up the middle. That's a base hit. Does he send him? I believe he does. 49 speed coming home. Throw offline. It's 3-0 for Frosty. And the top of the order's coming up.
This might be it for Clevenger, and it is. Drew Rasmussen's going to come in. I mean, that couldn't have gone any better for Frosty. Take out the dominant lefty, and it's only the second inning.
Did he just pull Yandy, I think, for
he did
Aranda?
Pull up Yandy.
Man, that is wild. I mean, first pitch swing, it's going to be popped to the catcher. I love Yandy's swing. Maybe I'm tripping. This is why I'm not a top player.
Yandy has a clutch. Even against righties, he has that 80 contact against righties. But now, I mean, how many times are you going to see Jonathan? When is he going to bring Montgomery? It's not going to be anytime soon. So you'll have that righty lefty matchup throughout for maybe next 1 through 4 innings.
Very true. Very true. Brandon Lau here is going to get intentionally walked. Ooh, bases are going to be loaded with 2 outs, and here comes Junior Caminero. A chopper to short. Over to first. Got him. Wow. Dangerous play there to walk him loaded, especially when, I mean, Frosty's been barreling baseballs with Caminero.
And that's a good play there because we know the meter, especially with the throw meter these players use, had to have been all the way to the right with the green. So you had to time it up that perfectly.
Terrific play indeed. 3-0 here for Frosty. As that'll be a check swing. Did not go. 2-0 to Caminero. Here's the pitch from Uceta. Cutter in the zone. 2-1. Pounding that low and away part of the zone. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Ooh, there's the circle change against righties you were talking about. Big strikeout.
Ball, that's inside.
It's kind of the same approach. Game 2, Frosty came out 3-0. See if Alex could do again. I mean, he's been here before. Just last game, down by 3.
Yeah, definitely a lot of baseball still left to play here.
Nope.
Christopher Morel takes one, 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out here in the bottom of the second. The pitch.
Ball inside.
It's that circle change again. 3-1.
No, ball 4.
Wow. Fastball misses. What a take from Alex. Huge walk, and here comes Palacios.
Hey. Oh,
fastball burned by him there at 95.
Ball, that's out.
Circle change just misses. 1-1. Grounder. That's going to find grass. Palacios with a 1-out single.
Did it look like Aranda was playing in on that?
I think he was.
Outside, that's a ball.
I think. It looked like it.
I wonder, I mean, it was a big hop, but it felt like Aranda was playing in there.
Ball, that's out.
All right, let's see. One swing could tie it.
Jonathan Aranda popped up.
I jinxed it.
Infield fly rule.
Way to go, Scuffy.
I know, that was me. I feel terrible
Popped up
now.
to the pitcher, and that's going to be out number 2. And here comes the 9-hole hitter, Jose Caballero.
Ball, that's outside.
Circle change outside, misses for a ball. 1-0.
Ball 2.
Fastball high, 2-0. Top of the order looming. And that one's going to be smacked to right field. Does it get down? It does not. Great swing, but right to a glove, and it'll stay 3-0 as we head to the top of the third. Frosty with the lead.
Yeah, Frosty's still in control of this game.
Ball, that's outside.
Could look for attack more. Got 4, 5, 6 up here.
Cutter fouled away off the end of the bat from Christopher Morel. And he gets him on a high fastball. Very high fastball. Got him to open the eyes and go, oh man, I need that. Whiff. And that's a big strikeout. Danny Jansen. That one's barreled. It's gone. No doubt about it. Danny Jansen unloads. It's 4-0.
Second home run of the game. This time goes over the right field wall. He had one earlier dead center, but Danny Jansen making an impact here in the Sunburst Invitational for the first time. Remember, he is a new player of the Tampa Bay Rays, and he's showing off his power here.
Absolute, no doubt about that. And here comes Josh Lowe in the 6th spot. That one's going to be hooked foul. 1-1.
Oh, that might go.
That ball's hit well. Carrying. Right field. It's gone. Josh Lowe will go back-to-back with Danny Jansen, and that one just had enough muster to get out of here.
And look at that. Putting him in the 6th spot, not in the leadoff spot, paid off here. Able to get the back-to-back shots and keep on attacking. I mean, adding to his lead here.
And so now it is 5-0 here. And that ball's hit incredibly well. Left field, Curtis Mead. Doesn't matter if it's a lefty or a righty. Curtis Mead is going to get a double here with 1 out.
I don't know if we expected to see a righty hit from Curtis Mead.
I didn't
Look at that,
expect righty Curtis
42
Mead.
contact.
I'll tell you what, though. Giant DeLuca got a really good piece of that. Unfortunately for Frosty, it'll be an out. Out number 2. Yeah, I didn't expect Curtis Mead to be staying in, especially with essentially no threat of having any lefties in the pen, really.
And not only that, one of his best hitters on the bench with Richie Palacios.
Yeah. Listen, it worked. Curtis Mead, the truth.
It worked out. Yep. But this is a big inning here for Alex. Top of the order here, down by 5 now. I mean, it's getting. You want to see some results go your way? Let's see what we can do here.
Be interested to see how long Edwin Uceta is able to go, too. This is pitch 32 on the way here. 0-2 count to Yandy.
Ball 1.
Is a sweeper that misses low. 1-2. That one's going to be hooked foul. 1-2 again. Bullpen game for both these guys. That one misses outside. 2-2.
Counts full.
Oh. What a take. Fastball. You think that just froze him, or you think he just took that off of sight? Because
you know what? It could have went either way.
It could have. And that circle change is going to be flared into the first baseman's glove for the first out. That's tough if you're Alex right there.
And that's it for Uceta with the two lefties looming. We got Brandon Lau now. That's going to be one pitch and one out. That's a big out right there for Frosty.
That's huge. Anytime you can get Brandon Lau, like even Frosty was talking about, if you give him a single, that's a win, you know? To get the out on one pitch, insanely good.
Did he go?
Check swing. Did he go? No. Danny Jansen needs to be loud for Alex the way it's been loud for Frosty. That one's going to be smoked to left. A diving play. It's nice, but it's still a base hit.
And let's see if he has a 2-out rally here. I mean, lefty, this is going to be tough here.
Nope, that's a ball.
But it is one of Alex's favorite swings in Josh Lowe. And that might be why. Perfect. Left field carrying. It is not a home run. I mean, he really wanted that. But that'll be an RBI double. But that ball was pieced.
I mean, at least it wasn't a ground rule double, though.
That's true. He gets the run.
So,
that's huge.
Yeah, gets a run.
Starts chipping away at that deficit. It's now 5-1. That is going to be a base hit from Caminero. Pushed to right field. And now with 2 outs, runners at the corners. Christopher Morel, big power.
2 lefties on deck. So does he pitch around him?
Ball, that's down.
Very much could. Although lefty, clearly Alex doesn't mind. That ball's mashed. Yep. Yeah, he's barreled down the line for Morel. That's a run. And now, that's going to be 2 runs. Go.
Whoa.
Play of the play. Wow. 5-3. I don't know what happened in left field for Frosty.
The only thing I think is he might have tried to do his timing with the button action. He went into red, so he held it, and there's nothing you do. That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, you can see the gift on Alex's face as he panicked and even with his finger did like a go motion.
2 strikes.
Still just 2-out hitting. It's
2-out hitting. That one's hit well. Left field, carrying, caught. 5-3 though. Huge inning for Alex, cutting the deficit to 2. And a good job for Frosty getting out of it before letting more damage.
Yeah, got something going there. Got a good piece. All those PCRs, even the outs were great there for Alex.
Yeah, that's one thing you're going to see in watching these kind of tournaments and these kind of competitors. You're going to see a ton of great swings. These dudes are locked in. Misses low 2-2. Jonathan Aranda. That one's hit well. Center field. Carrying. But caught for the first out of the inning.
Now, this is where we got to be careful. Brandon Lau, try not let him respond. This is where, if you're Alex, you want to put up that 0. You want it, especially or 3, just the previous inning. And
yeah, I don't know if he's going to get that opportunity because that ball is barreled. It will not be a home run, though, so he's got that going for him. Brandon Lau heading to third. Throwing to third, not in time. It's a 1-out triple. Brandon Lau with the triple. Wow, okay. Just missed that home run.
0-1.
It is funny, though, right after you. Yeah, you really don't want to give up a run.
And then all of a sudden,
well, there's a run.
There's the run.
It's now 6-3 after that ground out.
Again, I will say, if Frosty wins, that needs to be your first question.
Yep, for sure.
I mean, it's basically been his MVP since game 2 went on.
I mean, he's been incredible with him. Rasmussen climbing up to 30 pitches. That one taken. 2 outs. Nobody on. 1-2 count to Christopher Morel.
That's in. Ball 2.
Fastball taken. 2-2 inside. That ball is blistered. Center field. Carrying. And it is. Oh my God. He robbed it. He brought it back. Oh my God.
Let's see that again. That's Richie Palacios out there.
What a play. Oh my gosh. What a play. That's huge if you're Alex. Long live Curtis Mead. Here he comes. He's the DH.
And sometimes those type of robs, great plays in the field could give you that momentum come in the bottom of the half.
Nope. Outside.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, you gave up a run that inning, sure, but you robbed another, and you're coming off of a great inning where you're swinging the bat and got 3 runs.
Got him.
Curtis Mead's out, but yeah, it was nice while it lasted. Here comes Caballero. That ball's perfectly swung. Left center field. Is it down? It's gone. 439 off the bat. Dang.
I was waiting for the first home run from Cabby. This is where we can finally talk. Cabby.
I did not think that was leaving at first.
That's carrying. I mean, that might have had the elevation play with left him out, but he squared that up. That was perfect. I mean, that was a great hit. Great PCI,
Absolutely.
Great hit. So, but Alex
got the
gets
run
one
back,
back.
6-4. Oh, and then Yandy right behind him. That one's hit well into the corner. It's down. It's a ground rule double. So with 1 out, and here comes Brandon Lau, the tying run at the plate.
0-1.
That had a lot of play.
0-2 quickly. Brandon Lau.
Ball down.
Good take.
Sinker taken. The first ball, 1-2. Oh, wow.
Change up eye levels, change up velocity. You're able to freeze them right there.
Nasty work there. New pitcher on the bump, Scuffy.
Oh, that's out.
Yeah, new pitcher, Alex Flato. I mean, you expected that, especially with Danny Jansen 2 for 2 in this game already.
Still has a shot for some kind of damage here, but 6-4, 2 outs. Runner on second. That one's going to be rope foul, 2-2. Here we go. Danny Jansen. Oh, wow. Look at the PCI on that bad boy. Routine pop fly. That's tough. Man, legend is brutal.
9 hits apiece, but this is the crucial out now. Danny Jansen already 2 home runs for Frosty. He's going to drive that one, but Palacios, I mean, he's been fantastic there for Alex. Made a grabbing catch the previous inning right there. He was able to cover that ground to get the first out.
Both have had great swings with Danny Jansen and had nothing to show for it there. They're even now.
Well, Tyler, that's just baseball.
That's just amen. Here comes the lefty. It's Mason Montgomery to go up against Josh Lowe. And it's effective. You get the pop up here to left field. That should be out number 2. That's pretty easy right there. So quickly, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Alex trying to keep that 2-run deficit. Doesn't want to give up another run.
That's where I was going to go with that. He wants it. He has last licks. He's the home team. You want to keep it to that, 2-3 run deficit. You might still be. Of course, you want to tie this game or take the lead here. But if you keep it there late, you had that last licks in the bottom of the 9th. If you need it, and this is what Alex wants. Keep it close.
Yeah, and you've started chipping away too the past couple innings. So if you can get out of here scoreless, that'd be a monster win. But lefty killer Curtis Mead 2 for 2.
Ball 2.
2-2, 2 outs to Curtis Mead. That's going to be the first out for Mead as it's a one hopper to second. And that will retire the side. So Alex keeps that deficit of 2. And now he's got 4, 5, 6 coming up.
And all dangerous Josh Lowe here. What a take.
What a take. Good Lord. One pitch on the way from Fado.
Ball 2.
Misses low, 2-1. Going exclusive circle change so far.
Nope.
Another circle change. That misses 3-1. Caminero on deck. 3-1 pitch. Sinker going to be smashed to the seats. Foul ball, 3-2. That one's hit well. Very well. Is it over the head of the left fielder? It is not. Tracked down, and that'll be the first out. That was a great swing by Josh Lowe, though.
Great swing there.
And here comes Caminero. No 1 pitch. Slider outside. Misses. 1-1.
Ball 2.
There's that circle change again. 2-1. Circle change high in the zone. He's going to get that late underneath swing, and Caminero's retired. Interesting spot for that.
Yeah, probably caught off guard there, maybe, and worked in his favor.
Christopher Morel stepping in. Fastball taken inside for a ball.
Ball, that's in.
Another ball inside, 2-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. This is game 3. And that ball's lasered to left field. That one's going to bounce off the wall, and that should be a 2-out double for Alex. I'll tell you, if Alex hit the way he hit with 2 outs, with no outs, or 1 out, I mean, goodness gracious. That ball's going to be roped to the left field. 2 outs, he just awakens. I don't understand it.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Curtis Mead not going to get the chance to go righty. Ben Rortvedt.
So last night, he hit a grand slam with Ben. Late innings against him and Cafe to get into the spot right now. So let's see if he can replicate that here.
2 outs.
I can see Cafe not liking seeing Rortvedt up here.
2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Ben Rortvedt finds a way, and the lead is trimmed to 1. 2 out hitting. The dude's built different.
Yeah, it works. And now we go to the pen. Manuel Rodriguez has 99 velocity attribute here. You'll see that sinker, fastball, slider.
2 outs, runners on the corners, and quickly.
Look at these takes.
Caballero's up 2-0. Yeah. Sinker, that one clips the zone, 2-1. And that one's going to be lasered to left field. That's unfortunate if you're Alex. Perfect for an out right to the left fielder. He smashed that ball, Scuffy.
He did the best he could. It was perfect. Just hit right to the left fielder. That could have tied the game right there. But that was just a fantastic at bat, too. He takes the first 2 pitches for a ball, takes that sinker because he knew he couldn't do anything. And then he got a sinker just a little bit more middle in, and he turned on it. Perfect, but it went right to the left fielder.
Edwin Uceta on the bump now. He's got 8, 9, and 1 he has to deal with here. Johnny DeLuca leading off this inning. That one's going to be smacked foul. That ground ball, that's going to find grass. That one finds a way through. And now you got the speed demon of Johnny DeLuca at first with nobody out.
I expect Frosty to be aggressive once again here.
That one's going to be smacked to left center field. Caught for out number 1. Jose Caballero. Did you say something about him? Did you jinx him? Was this you?
I didn't say anything about Cabby. Nope.
Ball, that's inside.
Jonathan Aranda's up. 1-1.
Inside ball.
Cutter inside. 2-1. That one's going to be hit left field, but easily caught for out number 2. So Alex pitching very effectively here. Try to get himself in a spot where he can climb back in. And he wants nothing to do. Nothing to do with Brandon Lau.
I don't blame him. All right, what's
Although, it's now Frosty and Junior Caminero, who there's not been a better duo today.
0-1. Ball inside.
Just misses inside. 1-1.
Two different ways he goes: circle change or cutter away, or cutter sweeper away. Goes back with the fastball third time. Wow.
Man, he left that in the zone, too. That was scary.
That's a ball.
There's that circle change. Low. 2-2. Fastball smacked foul. Oh, got him on the cutter. Check swing, he went. So it's still 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Scuffy, we got a game.
Yeah, that was big to get that out there. Walked Brandon Lau, didn't want to do anything with him. Comes back, gets a strikeout against Caminero. Only down by 1 here. I believe it's top of the order, too, for Alex. It is.
Top of the order. Rodriguez going to be chucking that fastball in the sinker.
Ball, that's inside.
Wow, what it takes.
What a take. 2-0.
I'm sure you could play a game. How many times have we been saying that for Alex tonight?
I mean, he just has electric takes. 3-1 here. Brandon Lau on deck. And he's going to take the leadoff walk with Yandy. Do you pinch run here, or do you say screw that?
You might need him down the line. It's bottom 6. He'll definitely get another bat if needed. So I think you keep him in.
Well, then that's why you do it.
There's your answer.
Perfect. No doubt about it. It's gone. Deep center field, Brandon Lau. 109 off the bat. Good night. What a bomb.
If there's been one consistent name in all 3 years of the Sunburst Invitational, it has been Brandon Lau. He has been the X Factor. He has been the power bat you expect him to be. And there he goes, dead center. 2-run shot. Give Alex the lead. We are in a do and die game here. That is huge.
I mean, the lead shift again.
I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps going back and forth. Oh, that's a big shot there.
Danny Jansen gone. No doubt 106 off the bat. 449 feet. The new Tampa Bay Ray catcher.
The back-to-back jacks. I feel like we've seen that already on Frostie's side. Now we get to see it from Alex's side. Third home run between the two players with Danny Jansen.
Absolutely barreled. Oh, man, that wasn't that bad of a swing either. This one's going to be an out. Just late and just a wee bit under it, I guess. But out number 1 for Josh Lowe. And here comes Caminero.
Ball, that's out. Outside, that's a ball.
You know, I don't want to put it out there, Scuffy, but this game's close enough. We could see chaos extra inning ball. I'm just saying.
We're in the 6.
We're in the 6. There's still some time, but I'm just saying we're close.
Oh, gave the green light on that. 3-0.
Up the middle. That's a base knock. Frosty doesn't like that. And that will be a 1-out single for Caminero.
Yeah, went with the sweeper and then came back with the cutter. A little bit same. I mean, a little bit more velocity on there, but he knew what to do with him. Push up the middle.
What a take. 1-1 count. Christopher Morel, runner on first. Cutter outside, misses.
1 strike. Ball 3.
Sinker inside, misses.
Counts. It's 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. It's
oh my goodness!
Didn't work out here, but he's just keep on working counts here as we go later in the game.
It just goes back to I mean, we talked about it. He has terrific takes, and he jumps on the pitch very good when it's in the zone. Although I would think he wants that one back. The sinker raised a little bit middle. Palacios up. He's 2 for 3 so far for Alex. Fouls out and away 0-2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
1-2 pitch. Cutter low, taken. Rasmussen getting up there and pitches. Wow, what a strikeout fastball. That's the second time he's gotten Alex just frozen on the fastball.
That was a good location right there.
Good
fastball
spot.
Upside. There's nothing really you could do with that. But Alex retakes the lead. Big home run from Brandon Lau. Follows up with Danny Jansen home run. Now gets 1 pitch, 1 out here to lead off the top of the 7th.
Yeah, got him to roll over that baseball. And that's tough there because Uceda's already, this is pitch number 18 on the way. He's definitely been effective with him. But I mean, you're thinking if he gets to 30 pitches, he's gone. Thereabout.
See him gone up to 40. We will see.
This one on the ground, a short diving play from the knees, throws the first, got him. What a defensive gem from Alex.
Feels like
Frosty staying aggressive out here.
His head after that play. Felt good there. This would be a big inning right here.
Circle change, swung on and missed.
2 strikes. Inside, ball 1.
Another circle change. That one misses 1-2. Frosty trying to climb back. Cutter inside, 2-2. Ooh, just got a piece of that. Stays alive, foul, 2-2. 3-2. See some great takes from Frosty now. This is inside. That's a great walk right there with 2 outs. And here comes, he's pulling Curtis Mead. No.
Well, it's for Richie Palacios.
I know, but he had done righty already with him, and I just liked Curtis Mead.
One of his best hitters.
No, it makes sense. 100%. Flies out to left, though, so it doesn't work out here, though. It made 100%. I was just rooting for Mead.
I know you're rooting for Mead, but that was 100% the right move.
100% the move. Yeah. No, I agree.
All right, this is where Alex is going to look to tackle
Mead
more.
Hit a bomb there. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out some questions.
There's an alternate timeline.
There's an alternate timeline that we'll
never know about.
You've been watching
Community. You know how it works.
I have been watching Community. Ben Rortvedt with a leadoff base hit. Man, Alex and Ben Rortvedt kind of built different.
Now I'm just hearing Roxanne in my head.
Jose Caballero. Nope. Fastball, low, taken, 2-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
3-0. Ground ball up the middle for Caballero. You're starting to see a little more emotion shown from Frosty, like a little more head shaking and stuff. Some of the pitches getting out of the zone.
These are
being
good squared up. Look where that is. It's good squared up. He's getting results. And that's going to be down the line.
That's going to be a base knock. That one's going to roll to the wall.
Oh, goes
That's
through.
A run. Is it 2? He's sending him 71 speed. He's in there. It's 10-6 for Alex. Wow.
Doubles the lead in one swing. I didn't think I was getting through. Good hitting. Yandy Diaz.
That's a ball.
Yeah, and Frosty's got his work cut out for him right here. He's got Mason Montgomery who's bringing out, but he's got to go against Brandon Lau. We've already seen done damage And that's going to be smoked to first, a productive first out for Alex. But then here comes Danny Jansen. We've been singing his praises.
Yeah.
So you got another great swing.
Last at bat. Make that two.
My, that's gone. No doubt. Adios over the scoreboard. Good night. What a bomb.
Good Lord. Danny Jansen on both sides. Both have 2 home runs, 4 home runs combined, but this might be the biggest of all. 4 for 5, 2 home runs. Adds on to Alex's lead here late in the bottom of the 7th. You couldn't ask for more from your catcher right there.
That ball was obliterated. And this one, right behind it's hit well. Center field, it's going to get caught at the track. Josh Lowe is trying to get in on it. And here comes Caminero. 12-6.
Just like that, in the instant.
Just like that.
Less than a minute, it felt like. This is how quick MLB The Show gameplay is, especially when the top guys, they know what they could put up runs in a blink of an eye when they're locked in.
And you know what? It'll shock me literally 0% if in the top of the 8, you know, Frosty throws up 7 runs himself. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're
both
built different. They're both so good at hitting the baseball. And here comes Morel, 1-0. Fouled away. Oh,
Morel's already celebrating.
Deep. Yeah, he's already celebrating. That's a monster bomb. Right field, no doubt about it. It's 14-6 now, Scuffy.
Or 2 out hitting from Alex. I really want to look at the series, how many runs he got with 2 outs. This time Morel goes opposite field, 2-run shot, making an 8-run game. You know, in back of the head right now, and Alex, he's looking for that magic number, and that magic number is 2.
Yeah, I mean, 2 more runs here with 2 outs would be the mercy. And that one, oh my God, he just killed the pitcher.
And you see one more big swing.
Line drive, what'd that hit off his elbow?
You got to take out him. Oh.
Well, you got lefty. This is interesting. He's leaving him in.
The thing is, that's good because Montgomery his confidence had to have been low.
Oh, that one's hit well. Left field. Caught. Oh, it sound crispy and delicious off the bat. I got a little excited.
If Ben Rohrvet walked this off, I don't even know what you would have done.
22 hits. It was not like that 5 seconds ago.
No.
What a swing of momentum.
What sets Alex up is him being patient at the plate, take these close pitches, set up hitting counts, and take advantage of that. And then after that, he's able to be aggressive after that. If he sees a pitch he likes, he's going to swing at it and hit it hard.
And staying aggressive is Frosty here. That one's going to be a first pitch out to left field.
And remember, we are using the live roster of the Rays. This attributes don't go up to 125, they go up to 99. So even to put total 32 hits in this game is quite impressive from these two. And that's a great diving stop by Cabby once again.
What a play. What a play indeed. That was a quick inning for Frosty. Quick inning. It was just me coughing my face off the entire time.
I thought I should have just said I wasn't sure.
I still want to cough. Take it away.
I should just
Take it away.
All right, no worries. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th, we got Cabby leading off here for Alex. Magic numbers 2. He gets 2 runs here in the bottom of the inning. The game is over. And that would be the second mercy of this 3-game series. Let's see what Cabby could do here. We got 2-1 pitch here. Remember, Pete Fairbanks on the mound here for Frosty. 2-2 pitch. Cabby hits it far, but I don't think that's going to be fair. That will go full foul. And
man, he is all over that.
Yeah, he's all over that. Here's the next pitch. That's a dotted up high fastball for strike 3. Now we got Yandy up, top of the order here for Alex. See if he can get Slinky going, or if he's going to roll that over to Cabby. That's going to be out number 2. Maybe Alex was just waiting to get 2 outs here to start hitting once again.
That's what it is. He gets out quickly twice, and then he goes, okay, I'm ready. And then he starts playing for real. Which, if that was the case, that would be the most psychotic behavior on the planet.
That would. But now we got Brandon Lau up at the dish. 2 for 5, 1 big home run, 2-run home run to take the lead earlier in this game. That's going to get through, and that will
Have you heard it before?
The winner run at home place. And look who it is, Tyler.
2 out, base knock, Danny Jansen. Oh, he stayed aggressive. That one's going to be skied high, easily caught. We are going to the 9th inning. Peter Fairbanks did a terrific job for Frosty.
3 more outs, 8 runs to come back here. Either Alex takes here, or we're going to see the biggest comeback, maybe, hey, in
I'm
quite
still
a
looking
bit
for
of
my
time.
extra innings, okay? And Frosty's good enough to be able to slap the baseball and get some runs. I'm just saying.
There's
That one is crushed. It's no doubt. It's gone. It's Brandon Lau. No touchy. Doesn't matter. Big boy bomb. And the deficit is cut to 7. That almost sounded like I was memeing. Like I was like, oh, Chris Paul with the 3 to cut the lead to 42. But
in this game, you never know.
In this, it's different.
It is. It takes that one hit to get you back locked in, just starting to feel again and piece up the baseballs. We'll see what Frosty could do here. He has Caminero, all these righties here. Let's see. Oh, we go to the pen here.
Yep, it's Alex Fado coming on. Slider. Fouled away. 0-1. Caminero.
Inside, ball 1.
Ball inside. Fastball. 1-1. That one's going to be smoked up the middle, and Frosty and Caminero. It's just the way it is. He's good with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's has to be 6 hits in the last 2 games, if not more.
I almost think it's more. I mean, he's just been smacking it so good with him. Oh my. Did he miss? He did. He's under it. That's going to be allowed out to center field. Christopher Morel thought he went up and got it.
Alex has wasted no time. He's attacking in the strike zone right now. That was all these pitches right now have been in the strike zone.
Yeah, he's challenged him at this point. He's saying, listen, you got to not only hit the ball, but you got to get the good reward for it too. So big enough lead. That one's going to be hit high in the sky to center field. Great swing there. And that's going to be out number 2. And we are 1 out away from this first qualifier being complete, Scuffy.
Yep, and Alex could be returning to the live land finale come in July. All we need is 1 more out.
Check swing did not go. Runner at first. Check swing didn't go again, 2-0. Oh my goodness. That ball smoked left field, carrying over the head, off the wall. It's going to be a double.
And here we go. We got Richie Palacios. It's pitch it before.
Palacios to center, and that will do it. So Alex has secured the dub, and he's going to Tampa for the Sunburst Invitational.
He's getting that blueberry drink with us come July.
He sure is. He sure is. We're getting that blueberry drink again. Place was magical. But
and here we go. Oh, but what a performance! I mean, we got 3 games. What we wanted as a viewer, as a broadcast, great 3 games. But Alex, game 1 and game 3, the difference, his plate discipline. Not only that, just he got those big innings. Six runs in the last. I mean, in that 8th or 7th, and then 3 or 5 after that. I mean, he just put on big innings, and Frosty couldn't respond there.
I mean, both these guys are absolutely insane hitting wise. It's both pitching and hitting. Alex, the takes were phenomenal today. The PCI placement was beautiful. Yep. Like, I mean, everything was just clicking for him today. Like he said when we interviewed him before, he was like, I came home from work and I feel good. He felt good. He showed it.
And he said he was taking the momentum from last night to tonight. He said that helped. Showed in game 1, and then it didn't go his way in game 2. Frosty played a great game. I mean, that's just what happens when you play a top player like Frosty. And then in game 3, it just felt like he was right back locked in. And the 2-out hitting, how impressive to do that with 2 outs and put up multiple runs, not just like 1 or 2. We're talking about 4, 5 to 6 to 7 runs with 2 outs.
His best swings came with 2 outs. I mean, like, he was a different being with 2 outs. I don't get it. That's insanity. I wish I had that clutch factor in me, just a fraction of it. It was insane. He really locked in. We saw not once, not twice, numerous times. He just turned the switch on.
Yeah, but either way, shout out to both players between Frosty and Alex putting on a show for us here tonight. We'll definitely see Frosty back here in one of these Qualifier championships. I mean, we'll definitely see that rather soon than later. So we'll see what happens there for Qualifier 2 and 3 or 4. But for now, it's all about Alex making his way back to the Live Land finale, try to claim the championship. He was in the finals of the Live Land finale. I'm sure he wants to get back out this time, win it all.
That's true. We're going to see him back there, and we're going to see a couple more people come with these other qualifiers, which you can sign up for. I'm sure we'll see Frosty in the next qualifier as well. The guy's too good to probably not see in another finals, at least. So that'll most likely be happening, but you can sign up today for the Sunburst Invitational. Qualifier 2 is when, Scuffy?
Qualifier 2 is April 24th to the 28th. You can do an ! play in the Rays Twitch chat. That'll give you the link right there. Also follow on all social media. They'll give you the link over there. They'll broadcast that. Of course, you can follow either myself or Tyler over Twitch. We'll be able to send you their way as well. So, but yeah, this is only Qualifier 1 of 4. We got a lot more action coming your way this year.
Absolutely. And while we wait for Alex, we're going to have a word with him here. Also, you can follow both the competitors you saw today on Twitch. Both of these insanely good MLB The Show players stream content regularly on Twitch, whether it's AlexGaKill or it's Frosty. Make sure you follow them, say hello, all the good stuff. Insanely good players, and they stream quite a bit.
Yeah, and when you watch them, you pick stuff up that you could implement in your own game. So just watch them, see how they do. I'm sure from watching this series, you could pick stuff up, and it's always helpful to watch these top players play their games. And hey, we got a big week coming up this week too. We got Weekend Classic coming for MLB The Show 25 for the first time ever. I'm sure those guys go and want to get the 6-0 Immortal banner or icon, I should say, come on Friday.
All the stubs and the packs,
it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, all those stubs and packs. It's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be super awesome. I think we've got Alex coming.
I think he's just going to the bathroom real quick. You know, he's
for a little interview.
Probably celebrating a little bit with the family and, you know, get
high
back
fives
to
all around.
We'll
I'm going back to Tampa.
Yeah, we'll see him there. But, oh, man, what a night so far. I mean, what a night in general for the first Qualifier championship. And I really can't wait to see how everything plays out for the next 3-1. I'm curious, can we show the bracket one last time just to see how we ended up?
Yeah, let's show that bracket.
And there we go.
This
is how my face off. Everything ended up for on Sunday into tonight's game. Let's just recap Alex's run here. He started out on, remember, he was the number 1 seed coming in, and he won it here. But he started out with Bear down, able to win over there. Played JoJo 1 of 2 times, won against JoJo there. Then faced Cafe in the winner semifinal. Cafe got the best there. Went to the losers bracket. Had to face Zazzy, another tough opponent, year 1 champ. Able to get there and then play JoJo once again. And Cafe and able to clinch a spot here tonight in the Qualifier championship, and then face Frosty in this best out of 3 and able to win in game 3. Do or die game. Love to see it.
Yep. Was able to give Frosty his first loss in any of the qualifiers we had seen from last year or this year. So pretty crazy run there for Alex.
But
I think he's ready here.
He's ready. Oh, perfect. Let's get him going.
We can bring him in. Alex, congratulations.
Hey, can you hear me?
We're going to be seeing you. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your win, man. I got to ask you, all right? What the heck are you with 2 outs, all right? Because
Dude,
you're an animal.
I honestly think it's more of like, hopping into the first inning, right? Or not the first inning, but the first debut of the inning. And then, I start off kind of cold, and then it takes me like a little bit to get warm. And then like by the second out, I'm like, I'm ready, right? So I think it has to do with that. It takes me a while to get ready, but once I get going, I mean, oof, yeah.
You with 2 outs, you were, to put it lightly, you were a freak. All right, it was insane.
It was like the clutch factor went up to 125 here every day, every bat. Let me ask you, the takes, the patient at the plate to set up the hitting counts was absolutely great to see. I mean, is that how you want to go? Be patient at the plate, look for your pitch, and then attack from there.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew how he was going to pitch me. So, I mean, I was just like basically waiting for the pitch that I wanted to hit because I knew he was going to like try and like, nibble around the corners a lot. So, I mean, I was waiting. I was patient. I mean, I got a lot of like, and I mean, a lot of 3-2 counts. So, my game plan was to be like, just take everything on the corners and then just swing at, a mistake.
Awesome. So who would you say was your MVP for this run? Who was that dude that was the big guy?
Ooh. My MVP would be probably Danny Jansen. Yeah. And even when he wasn't like doing something, like I was on, like even in like the last inning, I was on that slider, I think it was middle. And it didn't leave. So I mean, he was just insane for me. So it's either him and then obviously Bilal with the home run to get the momentum back, the perfect. So I mean, yeah, there was a few in there that really clutched for me, but for sure Danny and Bilal. Mm-hmm.
Now this is going to be your second straight year going to the live land finale. This time you qualify early. The first qualifier, I believe you qualified in the second last year. How does it feel to get that out of the way and just knowing that you're going to be there? Come the live finale, come in July.
Oh, dude, it's a huge weight off the shoulders. Because then, honestly, I was more worried about my work schedule going into like the next qualifiers. So
right.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's perfect that I got it out of the way right now. So I mean, I'm super excited. It's gonna be a blast. I'm ready to go. Yep.
Well, we're excited to have you down in Florida again. It'll be a good one here.
Thank you.
Yep. I was going to say the one thing that's going to be different from now to the live finale is see how the roster is going to be.
Oh,
I think that was a adjustment.
We could have Misner, I think Mangum too in there. Austin Kim might be back, so there's going to be a few cards in there that are going to be there that weren't here right now. So for sure, yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see how the roster plays out for sure. But congratulations on your win and cementing yourself as the first finalist to be in the Sunburst Invitational in July down in Tampa.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oof, yeah, thank you.
Great win.
Crazy.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, Scuffy. Thank you, Dimu.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And there you have
Scuffy.
it. Alex first one to qualify. What a night.
What a night. We have done our first qualifier. It was electric.
It was.
And we get to do it a couple more times.
I know. This is always fun to be in the booth with you, bud.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Just next time, hopefully I'm not hacking my lungs up.
No, you did great. Chad, he did great here tonight. He carried it here in the booth. He still did great.
But no, it was absolutely fun. We had a great time. Remember, if you would like to sign up for the Sunburst Invitational, you can. The qualifiers, the second qualifier is you can sign up for now. And again, that date is when, Scuffy?
April 24th to the 28th. Remember, it's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. You got that day off on Friday, just in case you need me make time, schedule. And there we go. And remember, format is different. Just a little reminder. Day 1, Day 2, Hall of Fame. Day 3, top 16 bracket, double elimination on Legend.
So make sure you have those changes noted. Sign up today if you're in the Rays chat, !play. Sign up for that. And shout out to the Rays for throwing this again. It's always a pleasure. 3rd year in a row now.
Yeah, it's flying by already, it feels like. Also, next qualifier, new stadium. Ship it.
New stadium indeed. Yep. So that'll be fun to see how that plays.
We'll see how Ship It plays and go from there. But yeah, always fantastic to be here. Once again, shout out to the Rays for putting up this event for the 3rd year, and for us as an MLB community to enjoy, to watch the top guys go at it, and then to watch it live too. That's just the icing on the cake. So I can't wait to see it come July.
It shall be fun.
All right,
Scuffy, I think that's pretty much it for us.
That is.
I think we have to say goodbye.
Until next time on the April 28th.
We'll see you then.
All right, have a good rest of the night. Peace out, guys.
Yeah.